flicks.
Yep.
He does it all. The
really
man
does.
is insane.
It's unbelievable. And like grenade hits, hitting for 6,500 damage right there. I wonder if he gets a knock, and they get a knock on the IG, who's gonna be on the backside right there with the bubble. And look at Hardeki playing
Looking
from
to
the angles
angle
again.
it already.
Look at this, get on the rock, dude, like he's Tarzan, looking on the bottom side. And can they get the KP on the IG over here? IG in a very tough spot.
They
No
get the
Gibraltar
reset.
bubble. They do get the reset with Hardeki.
And the shot's coming down. And Rocker actually steals a kill with the charge rifle.
Oh my God, the little charge rifle Charlie can have a rocker.
IG.
Brand noises going down here, and they do get one of the KP, which is great, but IG actually getting the KP stolen as Energy gets the kills from Hardeki and company. GG, and Hardeki looking in a bad spot right now. He needs to make sure he stays alive here. No
He
Jimmy
does have
Dome.
the Ash TP.
I think he might need to waste it here to stay alive. Rocker, a little charge rifle, Charlie stealing that KP. And that's why we love the charge rifle. You don't only farm damage, you might get some KP on the edge right there as Hardeki is going to change to the flat line. Little jitter aim going on for the mouse and keyboard players. We're not going to discuss if that's cheating. But listen, little whole, you have a whole arm, little jitter aim, anti-recoil. I mean,
We'll leave that one up for
we'll
you
leave that
guys
up for
to
discussion. You guys discuss that in the chat. Oh, and the knock on the IG. Full kill coming out from the boy over at Hardeki. He gets one more KP. The little jitter aim coming out with the mouse right there. And we see the flat line going to dominate for Hardeki and company as they are in God spot, as Energy is still holding. And look at the rotation. G2, dude, give these guys an Oakley sponsorship for all the sun they be seeing on this
How do they
freaking circle, man.
see?
I mean, I don't get it, dude. These guys' eyes must be orange. It's like they eat carrots for a living. All they do is see orange. These guys are always in zone crafting, but that's what G2 likes, chat. Like we said, every team has a different style. But like I say, dude, even on World's Edge, they rotate out of thermal, and they're going to be contested today by Alliance, I believe, on thermal.
Oh, that should be interesting.
But
to
G2
see.
rotates out of thermal, dude, in 6 to 7 business days. And when Zone 3 hits, they just start to move out. And somehow, I've been saying it from the jump ever since these boys came to PC. How do they win games? There's no other team that can rotate as late as G2, do what they do, and be this consistent. They're really kind of like an anomaly when it comes to edge fights.
They've completely perfected
Yeah.
their play. For every zone, they know what crafter they want to rotate to,
Yep.
when they need to move, what god spot they want to fight for.
Yep.
They have it completely mapped out.
Somehow. And it blows my mind every time. And I don't really know. I think it's just a whole team dynamic type chemistry thing. I don't think there's one player to really think for that. If they're getting shot and Resulta goes down, it's going to be C9 ratting. And they get a knock on the gentrifying and Resulta. And C9 starts to move forward. And C9 is going to rat the craft. They're getting some KP on the G2. And as we're talking, C9 with, I just jinxed them so bad, bro.
C9 with this.
I'm so sorry, Carlos. Carlos, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, Carlos is the owner of G2. He's the
Hitting
GOAT.
the Valkyrie,
I'm
looking
so
for
sorry.
the rat, which I believe is Designful.
Yeah, Designful's going to be the only one alive here. They are trying to look for the rat. I don't know where he could be, actually. I didn't check the VOD at all, or check this POV at all. And they see him here on the bottom side rock, maybe? I didn't see a ping at all. I don't know what Nod he's seeing. I think he's absolutely
They
tripping
do
out.
not want to let G2 get the reset here.
And we look over here. Design's actually ratting underneath on the first floor of the building. He might be able to get banners here if C9 actually rotates out early. Can he get the banner grabs and get the full reset? It doesn't matter as long as he gets banners. He's going to start to rotate out again as he knows C9's maybe going to craft. He's going to hit the car, and he's going to get out of here with the car apparently, dude. I don't know if Design will drive, but he's going to start whipping this like Fast and Furious or he's done for. And it's struggling around.
Oh my God.
No, Design needs to hit the zip line, pulling a fade right now. Needs to get the tap streams going.
And CLG with a full wipe onto Dua.
Dua going down united to CLG as Design's barely going to start here. And controller driving is really hard. I'm going to keep this stacked.
CLG
really
still fighting.
CLG actually with another fight right now as Design's going to be the rat here. And we'll start to move towards CLG. And CLG's going to be good. Okay. They got a full wipe on a duo. They're going to be good. He has a devotion right now. 3 controller boys. Is Mouse a controller boy? I'm not too sure.
He is.
So they are 3 control players out of CLG right there too. And they are, like I was saying, an absolute Cinderella story. People need to put respect on the CLG's name. They were getting roasted. They were getting told that they weren't good enough to play. They weren't good enough to be a pro team. And now look at them. They're actually dominating right now with 3 kills right into this game. I see Otic, and he's teabagging the body right now. United getting teabagged. He's dropping on him. And wow, he's asserting dominance. That's called asserting dominance, chat. Not toxicity, as we're going to see players and company fighting in the top right, as Hardeki's going to get more shots down. Hardeki gets a full kill on the V3 here. And Hardeki, 3 KP, 800 damage. Like, there's not, I want to make this known, chat. A Gibraltar will be coming out. I don't think anyone's fighting here, though, as Energy's going to be in a good spot. But They're going to be a shot. There's going to be some shots over here as GW's going to get pushed now. As Onyx fighting in the bottom right now.
Worse with the knock, with
The bubble going down. A lot of missed shots right now as they're going down. And can Worse stay alive here? He gets a punch on him and no. And GW eliminates Onyx as those are some tough shots coming down from the Onyx boys, but they actually get the wipe. I don't think they're going to get pushed either as GW is going to stay alive here, getting the full 2-man res. And look at this. Gibraltar Watson staying alive right now again. He actually switches for a Mozam? Really weird choice of guns right there, but he actually pops the Mozam, dude. The little pocket pistol coming out. And I don't really know if I agree with that, but whatever you're comfortable with, whatever floats your boat,
it looked like it worked, so.
Yeah, 100%.
They win the fight. They get the reset.
Yep.
They are all alone on wall side.
Yep, and we see Hardeki trying to get some shots onto the NRG boys. An unbelievable job from Hardeki. And Nathan actually gets the knock, and they get the wipe. Nathan with another KP for the boys over on Energy, and Hardeki gets another KP. And I want to say this before we start again. There are not many players that can do what Hardeki does.
Just look at it. He's roaming around the building. His teammates holding it down. He's just finding KP, exterminating teams, and putting them in uncomfortable positions all by himself.
And this is the only one that I think compares with Hardeki in the way that he maneuvers as a Wraith player or an Ashe player is Hal. They're really just two peas in a pod when it comes down to their gameplay. How is that guy for TSM to go and get KP, randomly pressure teams, stay alive, and they're just so identical with their play styles. I think they have so much respect for each other because they just know they're both them. They're literally those guys. Like, they really are. And Hardeki proves it every time. I mean, 4 KP, 1,000 damage with 15 squads alive is low-key unbelievable when it comes down to competitive Apex.
17 players already eliminated before Zone 3 closes, and Hardeki's got 4 of those by himself already.
Disgusting. And we see another team now landing on the bottom side house. They're going to take the top roof of that building, but that building's really good, but not the top side, as Hardeki and them have a ton of shots, and we're going to see a fight maybe going down here. And it's going to be Alliance landing on top of GW.
Vice moving in here, throwing the Gibby ult.
Yeah, the Gibby ult is going to come down, but they're going to have to stabilize. The team up top is Watson, so they're going to have non-stop gens trying to heal them right now, as Alliance is in a lot of pressure right now on this bottom side building. More shots coming down from Vapes there. Really good job. The Alliance boys are known to come up clutch when they need to, as Yuki is one shot. As they're getting some more shots down, the bubble does come out as Vapes goes down, but they're going to trade. It's going to be Energy in the backside right there with a knock. I think Energy is 30 this right now, as they're going to start to move forward. Yuki going down to GW, and Energy is going to be in prime position right now to fight this. And we're going to move over to Hackies here, who's still alive. He's the only one up right now, as he starts to heal his battery on this backside, trying to look for a res on the Vapes here.
The pressure coming in from the Valk.
Yep.
Hockey's opts to leave.
Oh, and he
runs
right into
another team.
And the Crypto heirloom coming out right now. Can he blade someone? And no, he's not. He's going to go down as Alliance makes a very, very risky Valk gold. As Energy is the team down below right there onto the blue bins. And I love this spot from Sweet. I love where they're at right now. I love their positioning. They are in such a tight-knit spot, but Energy's mechanical skill, there's no one that's going to contest them right here and actually do anything.
One thing I would like to point out is look at their cover right now.
Yeah.
They have the Watson fences. Sweet has parallel parked the vehicle over here.
He's going to have the three-point turn.
Utilizing every bit of the map.
He's going to have the three-point turn. And like I said, Rocker, Nathan don't have their license. And Sweet is the one. Look at that perfect parking right there. I mean, he could drive in New York City as a taxi driver and be A-okay.
He's whipping the van like a soccer mom over here.
That's what I'm saying. The man really is just a soccer mom, and Nathan and Rocker doing amazing things. Unbelievable. They took him to practice right now. But seriously, right now, moving forward, Energy is in a great spot. The zone does end up a little bit more, but I think they're going to be in for the next zone, but barely. And we're going to see fights going out from up top right now, as SSG is most likely going to fight with a 3-man absolute shiz show. Up top right now as Nano gets another kill on Designful, and G2 is fully eliminated. G2 out at 14th after having a phenomenal last game.
Yep, and now looking here at the map, you see the zone pulling in on top of Hardeki's team. He pinged that right off of Ring 1 Beacon, knew exactly where it was going to end.
Yep.
You see SSG here right outside Command Center. They're going to have a little bit of a walk here that they have to walk in. They're going to clear their back here. Most likely going to be 3v3ing this team, trying to hold them out of zone. so that they are able to walk in, and they might even be getting gate kept themselves. Looking at the map, it looks to be free.
And look who's starting to walk over here. Look who it is. The Grim Reaper himself, Hardeki, moving forward, dude.
Look at how far he is.
Dude, I love this guy. I love his gameplay. He is going to cause and wreak havoc on this three-man fight if it does happen. And you know he's about it, dude. The Grim Reaper coming over with the scythe. And I'd be scared if I was SSG knowing that Hardeki's looking on my backside.
One thing is you see the map here, Rig is lying low, and I do not know if SSG knows that Rig is here. So if they do have this 3v3 fight, this might be a free third party from Rig here.
Totally. And we see CLG right there on the bottom side too. And SSG might be in a really bad spot right now. This is not looking good for SSG. Rig could be routing us. They could be in a bad spot. I'm not really sure what to think. I think they know they do have a caustic trap on the bottom side tunnel. And we see TTHM now flying in, getting that spot right there.
Totem with a risky Valkyrie.
Yeah.
They do get inside the building.
Yep.
But now it's important to note, does Hardeki let them have this, or does he start wreaking havoc like he did on the first team that did?
It might be too late for Hardeki to do anything here. He might recognize it. It might just play the top side building. But we're going to switch over to SSG as Rig and them are going to start the third party, or start looking for a fight here as Dropped is getting hit. CLG is still looking for a third party. And I think a lot of these teams are going to die right now, and they're going to be in a bad spot rotating in. And I don't think they have much of an option other than
the swing
to die.
comes out.
The swing
Frex
does go
with
down.
the knock onto
Yudu does
Yudu.
go down right now. Coming out from the car on the Frex. They're getting shot in the back right now from the Rig boys. Drop just goes down. Elysium and them coming from the backside here.
Duo.
DTM, yes, the duo comes in. Space Station eliminated at 13 for the second bad game as we start to move forward here. And the duo walks down. They're going to portal back, and they're in a good spot right now as the duo is asserting a spot right now in zone as the teams up top start to look in. And we see CLG need to make a play here as Mamba and them are moving forward, shooting the teams in the right side command center.
Going to need an Ash
The
over
Ash
here.
TP does come through for CLG as they start to look behind them. They need to make sure that teams don't pressure them on their backside. They'll be good. I don't know what Mamba's doing. He needs to get to his team right now and hold. And he's in a really good spot. They start to fight up top. Rig getting the wipe on the DTS. They're getting the full wipe up top.
And they're looking
now it's
for
gonna
more.
look for CLG looking forward now. And they're getting bopped right now. Is CLG going to be able to move forward here and take down Rig on the top side? They're getting Crypto Ultimate.
Oh my God, what is going on?
It's an absolute show right now going on for the CLG boys. I can't even see what's happening as Mamba goes down. Naughty with a knock on a GW in the top right kill feed. C9 wiping game win, and we're going to see if CLG can actually withstand this. They're not going to be able to. Nano goes down. It's going to be Vatro, the only one alive here, hiding behind two knockdown shields like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And let's see what they can do in this situation. Do they get the reset? Does Rig get the full kills as they have 50 seconds till the zone closes? Vatro trying to reload on the backside, and it's going to be a 1v3 in the ball fight. Can he do it? It's not going to look like it. Vatro most likely going to go down as CLG is eliminated very, very early. And we see C9 moving forward here. But I think the team to watch right now is NRG, because what are they going to do in this situation? They have to rotate outside the wall moving forward. The Valkyrie is going to have to come in. So we're going to watch Sweet and see where he decides about it.
One thing I would like to point out, you bring up the map here. Look at the boys from Kick making a late push here in the zone. They were your game one champions, and they are still looking good going into the second endgame. And
listen, man, that's not even on Chaotic. That's just amazing job by Kick overall. Chaotic is just going to be the fragger there, and he just provides so much damage output, etc., of what he can do. And I think it's really, really important to note that Kick is a great team. They are underrated, to say the least. They're one of the most underrated teams. And now with Chaotic as the fragger, they can do a lot of things. As NRG right now is going to have to pray to the RNG gods to see what they can do. The Valkyrie coming out from NRG. Where are they going to land?
C9 is
the micromanaged
well.
Sweet Animal coming out.
There's 4 Valkyries going on.
The Valkyries raiding from above right now. Where is NRG going to land? What is their decision right here? As they're going to play the bottom side right now on the building. And they have a lot of room here. They're looking good. And they're going to be able to get some shots from the team in the northeast. But they might just want to hold and make sure no one pushes in. They're going to start to move in right now and see if they get some shots from the team inside. 4 shots going down. They get a knock on Hardeki. Hardeki's going to go down here as they're starting to get some shots moving in. And they're going to try to take this building. Sweet. 50 HP going to be able to pop a bat here. As getting shot from the right side. Had no idea there's a team underneath them. As Rocker gets a kill onto the up top. He's going to try to stay alive, maybe get arrested. The bat does come out from an up top spot. Right now, shots going down. NRG in a very bad position here. It's looking like the reset's not going to be possible with all these teams trying to move in.
Alb with a Kraber in his
Alb
hand.
does have a Kraber, and we're going to move over to C9 as NRG's in a top spot right now. Rocker still alive. 25 HP as the Watch just trying to help as NRG gets wiped. And we're going to move over to Albertelli here, who has a Kraber on the Caustic, and C9 looking sturdy. As a bubble does come out here. Their bubble does go out for both teams, but this other team's not going to have a bubble in this situation, and C9 might have to actually push this bubble to make something work. Kraber shot from Mac, maybe looking a little sturdy here. As he starts to move up, they take the rock again. Not a good position for C9, as Abuleli and them are going to get wiped
and
immediately.
Hyarka and then pick up the 3 kills here.
Rig right now with 4 kills as well, and that is a tough spot for the boys over at C9. A lot of good NA teams are dead right now, and it's looking like an EU game here. A Kick, Rig, TTM, Totem, RNT, all still alive here as Rez is going down below. But we're going to stick on Rig here. No Jen Burton, but they are performing amazing right now with having 0 on 4 kills.
They have ultimate height here with the caustic.
Yep.
Can we switch through players? Can we see if they have their ults like Gibby ult and
100%. So they do not. Oh, they don't show.
They
do. They do.
So they will have Gibby ult, I believe, by the end of
Most
the game.
likely, yes. Maybe not. Only 25% off, and I don't think they're going to get it. I don't think they're going to have caustic ult either for the zone, and that's going to be a really big deciding factor. Kick is bottom side right now, and I think we might have to switch over to Kick, dude, just to see what they can do in this situation, because they are the Game 1 champions, and can they come out with another W?
We shall see. They are on ultimate low ground.
Yep.
They do have a lot of meds. You see Chaotic here with his signature R3.
Yep.
Only 60 light bullets, no light mag. Hyarka gets 2 tapped by a wingman by Obli.
Yeah, and actually ADR's in a great spot here. I didn't even recognize where they were. They're in such a good spot. We're actually going to switch over to them, bro, and see what they can do. This team is unbelievable mechanically. And we're going to stay on the ADR boys because they have a lot of cover right now moving forward, and they can actually get this W here. Let's see what ADR can do. And I think they're going to be the Game 2 champions here with their spot, as long as they don't get pushed from the top side. Rig fully eliminating Kick, and Rig is on the top roof right now. Kick going out. Game 1 champions are out of the game, as we see ADR on the bottom, Rig up top, team in the middle, and a team in the left. As we go towards the last zone, let's see what's going to happen here. ADR moving forward. I want to see an ADR win here. What do you think?
I think ADR can do it, but the boys from Rig have 10 kills
10
right
kills
now with ultimate height.
You know Jen Burns watching right now, happy as hell, seeing that the boys over at Rig are doing amazing. Let's see. I think it's going to be an ADNW here. Bubble does come out early from the other team. They do have a Gibraltar on top of ADR here.
That
so
is RNT that is bubble.
Yeah. They're in a great spot right now. ADR
shuffling the armor swap.
Shuffling the armors. A Valkyrie comes out. The Gibraltar's going to try to get some KP here. Not going to get it. The ADR boys getting the KP right now. And they have a lot of time. Ash ultimate going down. That's going to be Rig. Crypto ultimate coming out. Bubble huge with ADR coming out with some great shots. The bubble needs to go down. They do get the bubble off. Rig is dropping from above right now. As ADR boys are going to have some great shots right here. Top 4 scenario. Revenant Esports still alive. ADR still alive. Current still above right now, handily above. It's going to be top 2. Can he do it? Can he stay alive in this situation? He gets the gun.
Oh my God! AD Raccoon with the W.
God, ADR with the W. Oh my God, Karan jumping up top,
the
flying
solo
above.
play falling down from the heavens.
Oh my God, the Valk goes out up top, dancing around up top, baby, doing a little shimmy, baby, and he drops down, gets the KP in the top 2 scenario, and ADR with the win, showing out one of the most mechanically gifted teams in Apex Legends right now. They are top tier, and the Crypto. Did you hear the cracks on that ult?
That ult was perfect timing. The second that bubble came down, takes away the bubble from the team.
Unreal.
They get the wipe. Flying up into the heavens majestically, falls down with the massive shot to win the game.
Double crack right there from the Valk with the massive shots. Unbelievable job. ADR, I love to see it, baby. Parker. Parker's an OG, bro. He's been playing for a long time. Love to see him at LAN. Love to see him performing well, too. That's a Game 2 champion for Raccoon right there. ADR. Love to see it, bro.
What do you think's the emotions right now going through the body? How do you think they're feeling?
Well, I know they're very poised. They're very poised players. They're not like us where we do something, we pop off and go crazy. There's a lot of teams that don't do that. They're like very poised players. They're very calm. But you got to admit, for Karan right there, I hope I'm not pronouncing your name wrong. I might be. I apologize. Karan?
I think so.
I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize, dude. You're a phenomenal player. I actually look up to you a lot mechanically. And I can't lie. Seeing the way they play that out in the late game, the Crypto ultimate perfect. The Falcon ultimate flying perfect. I mean, there's not much better. There's not much more you can ask for other than that. That is a perfect end game coming out from ADR. Unbelievable job. Kick getting wiped early really helped ADR too, because Kick was on that right bottom side. If they stayed alive, they would have caused problems for ADR on that bottom, maybe shooting them a little bit, forcing them to Gibraltar bubble a little earlier.
Compositions that you're rocking here, the Loba, it's absolutely beautiful here, but Team Liquid pretty even in terms of damage overall for this team.
That's right. Great performance from them. You saw Hodzik right behind them, coach of this squad, and just a quick heads up for everybody watching. You see the coaches behind the players, but much like other FPS titles, CSGO and others, the coaches are not live on mic during the game. That's an important distinction. We got to let the players play. The coaches are live on mic after the game, and they can make adjustments, they can make calls. I want to make sure that was noted. But here's the overall standings. Team Liquid jumps up into first place with 39 points. They are on top by a margin, 4-7 right behind them. Look at TSM at 24, Team Empire at 26, though.
Yeah, very frag-heavy games for these first 2 games already. Team Liquid jumping up all the way to that first place spot. Like you said, 39 points already here. I'm looking at teams like Optic, actually, after that game number 2. We saw them. They were the second team to go down in game number 1 in that crazy skirmish there, and they were able to jump 6 spots after game number 2. And unfortunately, getting ended by TSM once again, who went down by a point, but they're still there in the top 5.
Yeah, and what's happening with TSM here, it's an important discussion. They're known to be an early rotate team, a placement team, but then they like to play edge. They like to fight in those late games. After they find favorable positions, they play edge and they kind of walk in the circle if they can, and they've done that. They've found success, but unfortunately, they're finding themselves in pretty bad positions. You saw it right there, the reps bubble.
Completely different gameplay than Stormpoint when it comes down to it. World's Edge and Stormpoint, different teams, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? So, like, everything's going to be a little bit different. World's Edge might show out a little more. I think NA is a very World's Edge dominant team, region. I think World's Edge is made for NA. NA players are very, very good on World's Edge. There's not a lot of edge fights. There's a lot of zone play, and I think that's where NA's really strong suit is. So I think Energy is definitely going to dominate the World's Edge gameplay. But Stormpoint has a lot of these NA teams that are absolute powerhouses actually leaving early, 14th, 15th, 16th place. Saw G2 getting routed by SSG, or C9 getting some kills onto them. Designful dying at 16th place. SSG dying at 15th. We see the boys at Energy dying at 13th. They're like 12th. It's very interesting to see because you're not used to these teams dying that early when it comes to just NA playing, right? So seeing how talented these other regions is really makes me happy because, Chad, don't forget, we haven't seen a tournament like this with all regions playing in how many years? 3 years. So we didn't really know what to expect. We didn't know which region's really going to be the one to actually showcase their talents this week. We had no idea. And right now it's EU and APAC. So
looking good.
It's looking great, dude. It's looking amazing, and I love seeing the competitive nature from all these different regions. To me, that's what it's all about. Having a year of LANs, I hope moving forward that we get this, would be unbelievable for Apex because now talents are really going to showcase who's going to be the ones to show up on top. And NA not really making a splash right now, and we're going to need to see it moving forward. I think World's Edge is where NA is going to really showcase, but right now, it's all just a toss-up. We don't really know what to expect, which is the beauty in the first LAN in 3 years. Really is the beauty, man. It's unbelievable. Absolutely love to see it.
So another thing I want to bring up, the boys from Totem, they hit that late Valkyl. They get the floor in the building underneath Hardeki and the boys.
Yep.
And they actually made it, I believe, top 3.
Really?
I think they ended top 3 that game. I can double check on that.
I didn't know that. I had no idea. They might have.
Yeah, third place.
Wow, so they actually get the third place with 9 points. So they hit the Valkyl thing. Now, Valkyl thing really late game is super dangerous. You don't really know what to expect, but it could help you. I like how they left the Gibraltar there. Yeah, 15 kills.
15 kills
15 kills coming out from Rig, bro, right there. Without Jem Burton, they're still putting down the firepower. They're still putting out. I love to see Reignite doing well. Their region gets a lot of heat for maybe not being as talented as other regions or saying that the region's easier and they get clowned a lot. But they are performing right now. 15 kills.
They're here to shut up the haters.
I love that. And that's what it's all about. Showing out, saying, hey, shut up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, shut up, dude. You don't really know what we're about. You don't know how we perform, how we're going to do. So you love to see it, man. It's absolutely amazing to see these regions really performing out. Now, who do we got for game number 3? What are we thinking here? It really is just a toss-up. But if you had to guess who you think is going to operate well or who you think is going to be in the top 3, I would love to hear it.
It's hard to go against the boys from AD Raccoon. Yeah. They are so good.
They're so good.
Seeing them lose a fight would be just crazy to me. Yeah. I think all 3 of them work so well together. The way that they use the crypto in the fights to get the damage off. Yeah. I'm staying with the boys from AD Raccoon. I'm going with the boys from NRG to have a good game. And my third team is I'm going to go with the boys from Kick to stay sturdy.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. I think Kick's going to remain sturdy throughout the day. I think ADR too. I think so as well. I think they're a very toss-up team sometimes with how aggressive they play. That it could be actually a very, very risky thing, no matter how talented they are. I think G2 takes this next game. I think the G2 boys are that type of team where if they don't perform well in the first 3, like first 2-3 games, they always just come back. That's been the storyline for G2 for a while now. Is they don't do well and then they have an absolute banger of a game, like 28-point game, 30-point game, and they're just way too good on Storm Point to actually not perform and get a win one of these games. So I think they are actually due right now. It's either going to be an Energy or G2 win or ADR or Kick. I think those are my top 4 right now. But I really am feeling a G2 win because it's how they do it, bro. They put the pressure on themselves. It's like they love it. Like they enjoy the pressure of not doing well and then performing like in their last game or one of the first like 3 games after that is unbelievable. But yeah, as we move on to game number 3, chat, I would love to hear who do you guys think is going to take the next one. We're looking at the chat right now. What are we thinking? How are we feeling, chat?
Who are you guys rocking with?
Yeah, I would love to see what you guys think. Who do you think takes the next game, chat? Listen, we are stream B, so we are not on the main stage. All the games you are watching right now are not on this stage, but it is pretty cool to see the background. For those of you who don't know, this is a window. This is actually the stage behind us. This is not a green screen. There's nothing a video playing. A lot of energy in G2s in chat, which makes sense in SSGs. But this is actually the stage. So everything you see right now is literally Stockholm. This is live from the stage, from the event we're at, and it is gorgeous. The main stage is unbelievable. We are not streaming those games. We are streaming the games in the other side room, and that is the B stream. So all the streams that are not all the games that are not on the A stream is the B stream. But let's be honest, we're kind of the A stream. We're kind of
chat, and thank you guys so much.
Yeah, seriously, we appreciate you so much, man.
I know all over the world the time zones are different, and it might not line up perfectly, but the fact that everyone is here supporting from all over the world, it means a lot. We're very thankful and blessed to be here. Shout out EA, shout out Respawn, shout out Lenovo for having us. Yeah. You know, this is just amazing experience. We love having you guys.
Yeah, and we know we don't have command center or anything right now for the chat. I know a lot of you guys want the command center, stuff like that, so you can listen to the casting interface POVs. We'll have that maybe later down the line for other events if we ever do this watch party again. We're trying to work on stuff like that. But just know that we are trying our best. We're really doing our best to actually make this a good stream. I know it is very early. For all the NA viewers, man, you guys are animals for staying up. I really, really appreciate the passion. And, you know, the commitment to watching Apex Legends. We all love this game so much. My time zone schedule is absolutely torched. I've been sleeping like 16 hours, then waking up, then wide awake, and then sleeping 3 hours, then not. Like, it doesn't make any sense what's happening with me lately. But it's a great time to be here. It's a phenomenal time to be here. And there's nothing better than competitive Apex, dude. There really isn't. I mean, watching the games, I know Greek wants to be in there. I'll be in the next one, bro. Play, and 100% I believe in you. I love you, buddy. But there's nothing better than watching, dude. It really is just an amazing time to watch, play, and experience. And don't forget, right now, baby, we got 15 more games for today. So this is only the beginning, big dogs. We got a lot moving forward. 15 more games for today coming at you live from Stockholm, baby. That's the stage. Like, you guys don't get it. Like, that's the stage, bro. That's where everyone's playing.
This isn't an illusion. We
this
are
is
Stockholm.
If I ran
that is the main stage.
If I ran full speed at this is breaking, and I'm probably dying because we're high up. But I would do it to prove to you guys that this is not an illusion. I'll run down there, and I'll do some jumping jacks to show you guys what's going on. Because this is real. This is real life. And honestly, we're on round locking in, starting in right now. Game number 3.
Let's go.
Last game was Storm Point. And I want to see who's going to come out on top here. I truly do believe it's going to be the G2 boys. I think they're due for a good game. But, man, I love seeing Storm Point. Do you like Storm Point for competitive? I'd love to hear playing. Do you like playing on it? Do you like watching it? Like, what's your thought process overall?
So, as a comp player, I am a big fan of Storm Point. I like the fact that there's different comps, different types of rotations.
Yeah.
You see, even now, with the introduction of the map, teams are playing spots that some teams haven't even seen before.
Yeah.
Every time there's a new tournament, there's different spots, different out-of-bounds plays that people are whipping out here. Just the more that they research and practice on the map, it's a great viewer experience for me.
Yeah.
I love watching the games. The end games are phenomenal.
Yep.
The different comps, you see Bangalore, you see Horizon, you see Crypto. You see people utilizing the cars.
Yeah, I love that. I can't lie, I'm a big fan of the cars. I think the Triumphs are sick. I really want to try that IRL. I really want one of those dudes, a little whipping around, dude.
In the foreign?
Yeah, put a little anime wrap on it. That'd be pretty sick. But I agree fully. I think it allows for a lot of creativity. That's why that's why they put Storm Point in, to allow teams to start doing things. Don't forget, it's been the same thing over and over for 3 years, World's Edge. It's been the same thing. It's either World's Edge or King's Canyon. And when King's Canyon got flopped a little bit and everyone started to hate it, they moved to World's Edge fully, and everything was the same. Everyone knew exactly where they play, etc. Storm Point really shakes things up because you think that a couple months is a lot of time to learn the map, but overall, things be changing so fast on these in Apex. One legend gets a buff, one legend gets a nerf, then you have to recreate everything, especially on the new map. And we see ADR as the champions there.
Squad.
I love it, dude.
With
I love
Dripto
it. With
in
the Dripto.
action.
And listen, all I'm saying is, man, I hate Crypto. I think he's horrible. I think he's the worst legend. I will never think that one of my solo queue players that I play with on my team is a good Crypto. My worst teammates I've ever had in Apex, they sit on their Game Boy playing Pokemon Red while I'm dying across the map. But in competitive Apex, man, is Dripto good?
It's crazy to see
And
how
Cloaksy, if you're watching this, Dripto's horrible. Stop playing in my ranked sessions. You were throwing my RP. Okay.
it's interesting to see how different characters and different loadouts between, you know, pubs to ranked to competitive.
Yeah.
We touched on the 30-30.
Yeah, totally.
Do I think the 30-30 is a good rank weapon?
No, it's absolutely blank poop.
Am I running it in a pub? No.
No.
Is it phenomenal in comp play? Yes.
Yeah.
The Crypto in ranked, not really used as much.
Please, Cloaksy, Cloaksy,
you
stop.
gotta stop.
Cloaksy, like, I'm actually, like, I will get on my knees right now and beg you, dude, stop playing Crypto. You are throwing my RP,
You could be
dude.
top 100 pred if you stop.
You are throwing my RP. I'm losing RP. You are a liability at this point. Get off of Crypto. I can't stand it. You are playing Pokemon Red every time I'm over the 1v3. You are killing my gains. And now moving forward into game number 3. Please help me. Okay, please help me. Now, let's operate back into the game. Sorry, got a little of a tangent there. Cloaksy, love you, buddy. Oh God. Now, we're back at it, baby. Here we go. Game number 3 moving forward. As we see the boys over at Audic getting some loot, no contesting. And you know what's interesting? What I just realized? G2's not landing lightning. They're landing Thunderwatch. They actually gave lightning rod to IG. And don't forget, this is a big deal. This is a very big deal, chat. You don't realize why. G2 never gives us rot spots, but I think they recognize the severity of LAN and how important it is just to stay alive and get points. At LAN, you do not want to contest. The last thing you want to do is contest a team. You want to fight a team off drop and die at 20th. LAN is so important in that area. Yeah, you're good, bro.
So, as you see here, G2 landing in Thunderwatch.
Yeah.
If they loot fast enough and they beat IG, they can get all of this loot as well.
Yep.
And Alliance has already left Stormcatcher, so they will be able to come down, get a beacon hit. Yeah. They do have a crafter, so
they have a beacon up there anyway, so they don't even need
to. Their loot shortage will be none.
Do you think that G2 takes the fight on IG right now? What's the thought process on that?
It is a straight-up fight. As you can see, the team from High Point has already rotated out. They might run into each other here.
Maybe. It depends if IG does take that cannon down into the other cannon. It's going to be interesting to see. Now, we don't see a lot of fights going on off spawn, chat. There's not a lot of things going on right here. We have SSG in the bottom right now. Oh, maybe moving over right now. So Niles right next to Kick Company. Let's see what's happening. No, you're good. And SSG maybe he's going to fight Kick over here on the bottom side. Starting to move forward. Kick has white armor here. And you know SSG sees that with the blue, purple. And they're going to try to fight. As Hyarka actually gets full killed by drop. And Kick going out early to SSG right now. As they're still looking for some more fights here on the bottom side with Kick. And it's a 2v3, and SSG is grouped up. They get a little shot on them with the Sentinel right there, as Niles got to heal. Now, is SSG going to sacrifice and take this 2v3 against a very known control player, Chaotic, who has been dominating, and he's very scary to fight regardless of what you want, regardless of what time in the game it is, etc. You do not want to fight Chaotic, and it looks like they're going to let Kick chill. They're going to just take the zone right now and hold this building instead of actually going and fighting the 2v3.
So I think the zone will be pulling back Fish Farms here.
Yep.
SSG is in a phenomenal position.
Yep.
They have control of the banner of Hyarka, so I do not see Kick getting a full reset off here.
Yep.
Later on, they could keep tabs on Kick, see where they're at as a duo, and if they need to rotate later on, they know they can take that fight.
100%.
You see Drop with a gold bag already on Gibby.
Yeah.
That is huge for the boys.
And gold bag right now inside of in Apex is absolutely gigantic, especially in competitive. We see RNT right now, bro. The boys over here in a really good spot. Great area right now, right next to SSG. You know, there's a lot of teams right now that are going to be hard rotating. We see Alliance fly. Oh my God, at Mach speed. Alliance hitting the cannon right next to Kick. As Alliance going to end up fighting Kick right now. Mach 1 as Hawkins gets one clip by Chaotic with the car. Oh my God. And here we go. This is where Kick is scary. The one clip for Chaotic going out. And are they going to be able to stay alive? And that's where Chaotic gets a little scary in these situations because you don't want to fight this man. He's a little scary boy. He's a little crazy when it comes to the game time decisions and the clutch up. He does have that X factor, and
It's important to know here that Alliance have no idea that it's a duo.
No idea.
They think that it's a full 3-man.
Yeah, and Hacky's going out is very bad. Very, very bad for Alliance. There is no res beacons really in this area. As SSG and them are going to be okay. And we have DTN. Listen, I want to say something.
Very good spot.
I want to put a spotlight right now on Detonator here. You do. I versed him for the first time a year and a half in ranked on Kings Canyon. And this man shizzed on me, dude. Like, I'm not kidding. One of the grossest plays of all time, 1v3 my team. And I was like, dude, this guy cheating? And I actually ended up following him on Twitter. And to see his journey is unbelievable. Because I went from 5 on Twitter, and now he's playing competitive Apex in Sweden at a LAN. And I want to give a big spotlight and a big props to you right here. Phenomenal player, unbelievable job. He is such a good kid, good guy in general. One of the nicest people I've ever talked to. And when I followed him, he freaked out. One of the cutest fucking things I've ever seen. And he is such a talented mechanical player, bro. And his whole team is. So I would love to see DTN do well right now as well. It would be absolutely amazing to see DTN have a great game. They're in a great spot right here. I actually really like
nice. I gotta say, man,
udah masuk zone lah at least.
I think some of the
Tapi sudah
best
masuk zone, nggak usah jalan-jalan lagi.
Yeah, I agree.
It is super fun to play, super fun to watch. There's a lot of different buildings. There's like the holes and the platforms that you can play. It gets crazy over at Fish.
It gets wicked. It really does. And we see G2 right now ripping the car again. And there's a little bit of early rotation for G2 right now.
Interesting.
And I'm curious to see if they're trying to do that because, like I said, LAN is completely different than online tournaments. Playing at LAN is completely different, chat. You do not understand. It is 20 teams alive to like the last circle. It is super, super congested. And I think G2 might be recognizing how hard it is right now to play the edge no matter how good you are. And it looks like they're starting to rotate early. But we see a little bit of a weird thing going on with Energy actually rotating super late. So they're actually taking a different style. Instead of rotating early, they're rotating late. And now we see G2 rotating early. It's like they swapped ideas. But Energy, you know, they always have a game plan. Sweet is always thinking proactively. And that's one thing I've realized playing Apex Legends is when you're an IGL or you're a captain of a team, you have to think proactively, not reactively. So you can't be reactive, you can't be emotional. You have to be proactive for your team and keep formulating ideas that are going to help you moving forward, recognizing what's working, what's not working. And that's why I love Sweet. I think he is the best at doing that in the world. Not even kidding. He is the best at micromanaging, thinking of ideas for his team, what's going to benefit them. As we see, ODK is rotating on the outside of them, but they're not really going to fight. And I love Sweet for that. I really do. He's very inspiring with that.
So one thing I will say, Sweet has been IGLing a very long time. He knows what needs to be done. There's certain things in the game that you can't control. One of those being the beacon. If you pull the map up here, you see it's going down to Fish Farm side. The boys at NRG did not have a beacon at checkpoint, so they will be playing edge, looting up. You know, Sweet, that man is like Bill Belichick in his mind. He knows what plays to do.
Totally.
He knows the Valk ults, the oob spots. He knows where they can and cannot go later. So they will be playing edge, juicing up, waiting for the Ring 3 beacon hit here, and moving in.
There you go. And we love to see it. And we see C9 over here on the bottom side. Someone's asking in chat, why not show a team that's in the action? There's going to be no action going on right now. It's going to be a lot of teams rotating, holding in spot zones. And we see Fish Farms, just a bunch of different buildings. Yuki does get the res, by the way, for hockey. So
oh, wow.
Because they are crypto, which is really, really good. Now,
chat,
when you're saying, like, why aren't you watching someone in fighting? There's not a lot of fighting going on. In these games right now, a lot of these teams rotate the zone. They hold different spots, different parts of the POI. They don't fight until late game. So edge is actually where majority of the fights start to take place. Maybe some shots will go down with the repeater, but if you want to watch someone far damage, sure. But other than that, the fights start to end up on the teams that are on the outside. And we see GW so late in the zone right now, pulling the G2. We see Audic moving in. Elysium and them, the S&G boys, are a duo right now, which I believe is because of Artin.
I think they've been playing pretty well as a duo.
I think so too.
It's tough
to
come here. You know, you travel in, you work so hard, and you end up having to play as a duo. We do not know why, but I think they are staying extremely calm.
I agree.
Doing the
Pasar
best
ikan rame bet dah.
With what they're given, the hand that they're dealt.
And we see the Grim Reaper himself, Hardeki, moving in late right now.
He really is the Grim Reaper.
He really is. Like, I'm not kidding. Whatever lobby he's in, he absolutely wreaks havoc on. Like, he is the one that's going to you're gonna have to watch out for. 100%. If you know Hardeki's around you, over peaking, overstepping, he is that guy that will make you pay for it.
He's literally Jaws, dude. He smells the blood.
From
miles away, and he can just smell the KP in the air.
I'm telling you, he really does. He's sniffing it out like Hound, dude. But instead of sniffing out for footprints, he's just sniffing out for where the action is. And we see C9 hitting a fat Valk ulti right now on this top side. They're going to be rotating in. They're going to hit the top side, maybe Canyon here. I don't think they're going to move in. They're probably going to hold. And they have the map knowledge as it's going to pull up, pull down, maybe into Fish Farms, where SSG is. And we're going to watch them and C9 boys as G2's on the outside. Gent is so far away from his team. I want to see if it's going to be a C9. And we see Hardeki right next to CLG here. And it looks looks like it's going to be a players versus CLG 3v3 as it starts to move forward.
CLG with no idea that they're even there.
Looking like me with the wingman. Hardeki going 0 for 5 right now. Tough scenes, but they're going to start to move forward.
And now it's going to be a 3v3 fight here.
Yes, let's see if players want to take this. Is CLG going to back away from Hardeki and company, or are they going to continue to fight as well? You know Hardeki and them are going to take this 3v3.
He wants this fight.
They're going to force this no matter what, and I'm curious to see if CLG actually allows this. But they are going to force this. Hardeki wants blood. He wants the KP in the early game to make sure that they solidify some points. And the Ash TP might be coming out early on the top rock, and this could be a throw. And the Bangalore ulti comes out, or a couple smokes going to go down.
Here they go.
The Ash ulti comes out. CLG drops off the height here, and they start to run away on the backside. A Gibraltar ulti does come down, and Hardeki company don't have a Gibraltar. The bubble does come out. They're going to move back a little bit, not to get hit by the Gibraltar ulti. Hardeki and them playing very patient, waiting to see if they can move forward, as I believe the CLG boys are just going to keep running away, but they are still trying to force this, and it's because Players is such a highly aggressive team, and they know they can get early KP from these squads over here.
They also know that this team has no Gibby bubble.
Yep.
Also, you look at the coordination, right?
Yep.
Hardeki holding the sword out, waiting to see where he could throw the ult to. They wait for the bang ult to get the guy to jump off height. Instantly 3-man take height. These guys are looking phenomenal today with their cohesion and how they're working as a team.
100%.
They look phenomenal.
And that's how they do it. You know, they operate the edge game. They make sure they're actually pushing certain things. They're forcing certain fights. And Hardeki is just one of those guys. And same thing with PK, bro. And Leogrix, they just want to force a fight. They want to take these fights. They want to make sure that they're getting the KP early because placement for them is not really a priority. It's more about the KP. And if the KP, if the placement comes off the KP, then they're sure as hell okay with that. That's really what matters here.
One thing I do want to point out here is we're going to hop on board with SSG in a very, very good spot. You guys might be wondering and asking, why are there armors on the ground?
Yep.
Well, chat, when you have a presence of crypto, as you can see, you have 3 of these crypto drones flying around. Actually 4, right? You get EMP'd, you start to lose shields, and if you don't have a lot, by the end of the game, you're not going to have any meds. When you drop your armor, I believe it's after 20, 30 seconds, and a crypto ult comes down, it doesn't take away the damage on the armor. So you're denying the team the ability to get their armors up with the crypto ults, and you're saving your meds.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a really big thing. It's a very, very big thing when it comes to saving meds for Apex Legends. When you're not a Watson team, you don't have a lot of batteries to go through. You don't have a lot of cells to go through. Unless you're a team crafting on the edge the whole time, like G2, who has 17 bats moving forward. These teams that rotate early are really, really suck dry their meds. It's really tough for them to actually perform if you only have one battery moving forward in these fights. And we see some shots going down for drop right there, getting a crack onto the valve. And we see CLG right now fighting actually players right here in the top right, and they're going to get third party. Hardeki PK actually goes down here. Hardeki's going to be alive right now with Leo, and they're going to move forward inside this building as they're getting third party from the back, but I don't think they realize yet.
Is looking to
I think this is ADR on this backside looking for third. Hardeki trying to get some shots, but they're fighting a 3-man row team, and it's not going to be easy. And they get swung on right now. Great swing right there from CLG. Unbelievable job as Leo gets right, and we're going to have Karan moving in right now. Parker with a knock on the Nano here, and can they do it? Nano going down. It's going to be Mamba and Voucher in a 2v3 against ADR. One of the most mechanically gifted teams in the game. Getting some great shots right now. Havoc going crazy right now. Voucher's the only one alive. Kenny doing it. The crack on the Gibraltar. And ADR coming in for the easy third. But that's what I'm talking about. Is Gambit players is one of the best. One of the best 3v3 teams in the world on Edge, but they force things. They force fights, and sometimes it just goes negative. And G2 dying right now to GW. G2 going out at 18th. G2, are they in La La Land? What is going on? G2 dying to GW right now in the top right. As they get the full wipe, barely even touched. And G2 goes down the La La Land kicking in. And that is crazy. That was I didn't even see the kill feed. They died so fast.
They had to have gotten pulled up on very fast. Maybe a 3-2-1 coming out from the boys from Game With.
Pretty crazy. I can't believe that. Game With going crazy right there. You see Yuka, Matsu, and Matsura, bro, actually dominating that fight. 300 damage out for the boy Matsu right here, dude. And they're a Watson team coming up crazy, bro.
They have lots of bats,
and
lots of meds.
Bro, I blinked and G2 was dead. That was a very fast wipe. And it's very interesting to see G2 not performing on Storm Point. I actually thought they were going to win this game, and they're dead here. We have ADR coming up clutch right there. We have Kick. We have what's his face? CLG gone. We have players gone. Some dominant teams right there out of the game. Very early again.
Still 17 squads alive, though. Like we said earlier, these fish farm games get very, very hectic.
Yes, I agree. And we see where the SSG boys at, still in the middle building right there. And we see Energy. We're going to switch over to them. They have to make a very big rotate right here. What is Sweet going to do? What is he formulating in that big brain of his, dude? That ASMR voice talking in his head. we have to do this. You know what I'm saying? What is he thinking about? What is going on right now, dude? It's shameless. It's absolutely shameless, all these teams inting, and I want to see what Sweet does in this situation. What is his plot right now? What do you think he's thinking of? What is Energy's play right now?
Energy most likely going to have to Valk ulti here. They could be looking to get into one of those little holes in the platforms.
Yep.
Or they could be looking to land on the big rock here and force his team down the hill.
Agreed.
Sweet is going to have to be very reactive here in the zone.
Totally.
They're going to have to see what the teams are playing, if they're looking to clear their back or not. But I will be saying here that I think the Valk ulti does come in from the boys at NRG.
I agree. And Sweet is the best reactive player, one of the best reactive IGLs, because I said he's proactive with what he does. So when you have to make a reactive decision, you have to move forward a little bit. You have to go left, go right. The micromanaging he does with Rocker and Nathan.
And here they go.
And here's the Valk ulti coming out. NRG with a big Valk ulti. Can they find a spot in zone? Can they do it? This is a big, big time Valk ulti, and it's going to dictate for the rest of the game how they're going to play out.
Surveying the field here like a quarterback. Sweet, flying through the air majestically, dodging bullets left and right, seeing the open field. Where do they decide to land here?
And this is a tough spot. They're going to land on the bottom left side. I love this play.
That is a very good spot.
And look at the spot in zone right here. We see their dead center zone, and that's what Energy does best.
I was going to point out that this platform specifically does not have a lot of cover.
Yes.
But that Watson ult, can it even be broken from anywhere?
It looks like it's going to, unless they're right above them, it doesn't look like it. It looks like the Watson ult is going to be perfect. And this is crazy. Don't forget Energy.
Look at the next zone.
And that next zone is perfect for Energy. It's perfect for SSG. It's also perfect, I believe, for the Kick Boys and Rig. Look at this. Rig in a great spot. Kick in a great spot right now as Dua is going to start to move up. And they're actually going down. They're trying to fight this. And they get the crack on the Chaotic. Chaotic goes down. We have Legolas right now coming out from Duo with the knock on the kick. And Chaotic goes down, getting his feet sucked right through the freaking staircase right there.
He just caught an arrow to the toenail.
To the knee. He's down for 6 weeks looking like Peter Griffin. I mean, he is done for. And Chaotic might get the res here, but this is going to be a tough spot for them. And they're dead here. Most likely, Kick's going to die in this next circle if we start to move forward. It's only going to be Uxo alive. Chaotic is full dead.
I did see SSG picked up a kill or two. I did see Mac, Alberlele did pick up a kill or two.
Yep.
C9 is the farthest on edge here. They're going to have to make a crazy, crazy rotation.
And this is where C9 needs Zach Mazer. Right, this is where the IGLing of Zach is really, really, really big. I want to see who's going to pull through. I know it's going to be Graceful and Alberelli co-IGLing right now. Graceful, one of the best players, honestly, in EU. Just shame that he's not at the land himself, but at least he gets to play for C9. I want to see what they can do in this situation. The IGLing is going to play an effect here. And you saw the IGLing with Energy, Sweet, finding a spot in zone. Now, where does C9 go? Now, this is a hard spot to rotate into. So many teams are just congested inside fish farms. A lot of these spots are taken. I want to see what C9's going to do. Are they going to third party someone? Are they going to land safe? And we're going to have to see right now. Alberelli rocking the caustic. Going to start crop dusting everybody. It's like me in high school when I'd fart in the hallway.
This is going to have to be what we call a Valkyl feed face here.
Yeah, we call this the Valkyl feed face special. Are you going to Valkyl ulti and feed face, or are you going to Valkyl ulti and actually find a spot in zone?
They're going to have to soar in the air here. Survey the field.
Yep.
See if there's any building that they can maybe co-hold, bully their way in with caustic.
Yep.
One thing I will say is, in a zone like this, with the tight quarters and buildings, caustic is phenomenal.
Yes, 100%.
You want no other character here in
and they're picking a hard spot right now on this bottom right side near the house. I don't know if they're going to land there at all, but it's not in zone. They're actually looking to int on the bottom side house right now.
I think they're looking to bully their way into this building.
Or the bottom side.
This is SSG, I believe.
No, they're going bottom. They're going bottom. This is a great spot. I like this spot a lot. But Energy can actually get poked here, poke them a ton. They have free range right now onto C9. This is going to be a big hole for the C9 boys. They're looking to caustic ulti. Very good caustic ulti. And we see ADR right now dying on the bottom side.
SSG with the knock.
And DTN is also fighting a ton. Yes, ADR going down right now. Parker going down. I see DTN moving forward. We have ODK on this bottom right side. There's a bunch of teams starting to fight. We have Alliance and then fight on the back right. Bates going to get a knock on Urban. And IG gets wiped from Alliance. And another team starts going. Karan goes down as ADR is fully eliminated, courtesy of Alliance. IG eliminated from Alliance. They picked up 4 kills there for Alliance. It's absolutely huge from Yuki and the boys right there. Huge. And more shots right now going down, and they get the knocked on the Onic right here. And someone else pulling up right into Alliance. Can they get some more shots? Yuki with some more. Alliance going down, and it's going to be united. Can Yuki do it, baby? The shots raining down. The armor swap coming out. Alliance just putting down the firepower, and they're trying to get some more KP. Yuki looking like the wingman specialist himself. Unbelievable job. Looking like James Bond out there with the wingman shots. As SSG dropped actually dies right now to RNT. RNT getting a kill. Kick going down, fully eliminated as Uxako goes down here. And Alliance, unbelievable job right there from Yuki, the homie right there. Great guy, super handsome, actually modeled for Gucci. Very, very attractive guy.
Top 3 drip in the scene.
Oh, 100%. You saw him in the hotel? Oh my God, unbelievable. But we see move forward here.
Top 3 drip.
And the Alliance in a great spot to win this game. And this is where Hockey's IGLing comes in clutch with Yuki. Look where they're at. The spot in zone is absolutely perfect for Alliance, and there's a lot of teams that have to move forward. Look at everyone, it's all open water here as C9 pulls the way in on the bottom here of the house, and C9's in a great spot to actually win this game as Energy and them have to move forward too.
3 NA powerhouse teams
United
right next to each other.
Team United going down to SSG and company. I think SSG is a duo, and I think C9 is also a duo as well. We have 2 dominant NA teams right now as a duo inside, but SSG needs to stay alive and move forward on this other side, and they'll be okay inside the house. We see a lot of these teams, see Energy over here on this bottom right now. They're actually holding underneath. We're going to watch Energy here because they're the team that has to hold out a lot of different players. This is going to be a very, very interesting spot for Energy and Nathan and company as we switch over to Sweet. Sweet looking for some meds, looking for some arc stars. As Savage is going down to the kill feed, Frex is going down as well. Someone dropping off right now. Really good job. SSG actually getting eliminated here most likely. As RNT is going down, Reply Totem going down as well. And another double goes down onto them as well. Another team here as NRG just wipes Revenant Esports. Disgusting shots by Sweet. Really clean wipe as the zone starts to move in. And let's see what Energy's going to do here. Can they rack in some more KP? A lot of different fights going on. Sweet with some great angles. Can he get some more KP? DTN going down. Yudu, YL going down right now. On to top of Energy. C9 and Albrelli get some kills on the detonator as they go down as well. The Watson ult to be coming down, and there's a team above them as well from Energy. Wow, great shots from Energy there, man. Getting some KP. They are in a tough spot, but the Watson ult is going to really help them out here to stay alive.
Alliance in just absolute dominant.
Di grup
they are kill leaders of the lobby with 6 kills so far. I'd be very, very surprised if Alliance and NRG weren't top 2.
I agree fully. And the great flash shots coming out from Sweet right there onto the teams in the top right. And they're fighting right now. It's going to be B3 wiping over on ODK. ODK does go down here. Sweet gets some more shots.
Push this
and I don't know. I want to see what the decision is here. I don't know how they get across. They don't really have a portal, so they can't really go. But B3 is going to get knocked. Most likely get the res as well. As Sweet just looking for some more shots onto that team. They know they're a weak point right now as one man is down. A Rocker has to stay alive here as he's 30 HP. And they get dropped on right now. It's going to be Alliance getting a shot on the Rocker as he goes down. And C9 drops on Energy, getting the wipe most likely. And Sweet's in a 1v2 scenario. Can he stay alive? Great shots on the Naughty there. And he's going to drop down again. Can he stay alive in this scenario? Is he going to do it? C9 looking for some more shots here. He's getting shot at from Alliance and all different teams on the map. Sweet barely staying alive in a top 4 scenario. Getting wingman, everything. I cannot believe that Energy Sweet is still alive right now. He's getting looked at by at least 13 different players.
Does he get the armor swap?
C9 still alive in this top 3 scenario, top 4 scenario, which is really good. Sweet might have to hit a Valkyrie here, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. C9 looking at him, he's going to push forward. C9 right there. C9
is fighting.
Sweet is going up right now. C9's going to get some wipes on the right side. C9 fighting as they're going to go down. B3 with some shots on Naughty. Naughty going to stay alive here as they wipe. All of C9 goes down and B3 stays alive. And it's going to be most likely an Alliance win.
Sweet is still alive.
Sweet is still alive in a top 3 scenario. That's going to be B3 going down. And Sweet gets the top 2 second place.
And Alliance with a dominant performance.
Dominant.
Lumayan jadi placementnya kedua.
Sweet. Where are these teams supposed to go? It's an open zone. Alliance is only covering zone. That's an easy win for the boys. Easy win.
Couple of things I want to point
dari awal.
Easy win for the boys.
Placementnya udah bagus.
Dominant performance. They have the crypto. They started out the game getting knocked and had to reset, get to God spot, win the game. That's first off. Second, C9. Holy. Far edge on top of the hill. They Valkyrie, bully their way into the building. They're picking up KP. They end up top 5 that game. Phenomenal job from the boys.
Unreal.
And lastly, that boy Sweet stayed alive for 5 minutes, flying around, shield swapping, pulls out a 2nd place.
That's the Valk special. That really is the Valk special. And you saw the movement, dude. You saw the movement. C9 actually getting 4th there, which is pretty tough, honestly. I thought they were going to get the 3rd place, but V3 actually somehow stays alive. And Alliance routine. That's another team I think is the best team in EU right now. I don't think there's anyone really even close to them. I think they are above all other EU teams right now when it comes to performance, synergy, etc., mechanical skill. But I will say, overall, seeing Alliance have that dominant spot just showcases how Storm Point sometimes works. It's like sometimes it's very open field, especially a fish farm zone. It's very RNG where the circle pulls. You could have the most cover last circle and just win the game easily. And we saw that with Kick in the middle side circle. They're the only ones that had cover on the fence line. They're the only ones that were able to shoot without getting shot at. And they just won the first game too. That's just almost exactly carbon copy of that coming into Alliance right there. Fish farms, open water, everyone's swimming, everyone looking like Finding Nemo right now, dude. All the fishes, someone looking like Dory out there, sweet looking like Dory trying to find everybody. And honestly, it is an amazing job by Alliance to play that left side. Knowing the zone's going to pull there is all hackies. He knows exactly what to do. And they have free reign, free shots, free firepower. And it's just clockwork for the boys over there in Alliance, dude. And GG's, man. I mean, I don't know how many points they had. Probably a ton.
We do have the scores in.
Yeah.
Alliance taking over the first place spot here.
Big.
They have 39 points, and they are up 6 points over AD Raccoons, who are in second place.
Yeah.
Kick staying in third. Reignite in fourth.
Wow.
Cloud9 bumps up to top 5 here.
That was good.
Huge game for the boys. They're sitting at 25 points. Very, very good showing from the boys. NRG
still in 6th.
Sliding up some spots, though.
I know, but it's weird to see NRG getting a second place, game number 3, and still being in 6th place. Very interesting. It shows how hard this map has been for NRG today. And even with the second place right there, NRG is still only top 6. Second place is big time. That's a lot of points. It's 9 points coming in. And if you don't know how this works, by the way, when we read these off, first place in each game is 12 points. Second place is 9 points. Third place is 7. And then it goes from 5, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, something like that.
Yes.
Right? So we see their Alliance, however many kills they get is 1 point. So Alliance might have had like 7, 8 kills. Then they get a first place. So they get a 20-point game coming from the first place to 12 place in points.
They had first with 12 kills.
12 kills. It's a 24-point game from Alliance. Absolutely huge. 12 kills in a first place can bump you up right there, like you said, to first place, which is absolutely insane. It's a really, really interesting thing when it comes to Apex, because when games are only a series of 6, you can have one dominant game, and then moving forward, you're all good. It's clockwork for you. You're top 3, you're top 4. And Alliance with one good game, out of their 39 points, 24 of them just came from last game. And that's a big deal. It's a big deal. It shows that you're never really out of the running, no matter how bad you're playing, because one good game can bump you up and get you some points. And don't forget, with how the seeding works and everything, top 5 in these first rounds really, really matter. Every placement matters. Every kill matters. Everything is so important and so critical to your positioning in the standings. And that's really what it's about, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
it's about the intensity and about the hard working spot.
You point out that all these teams are here for a reason. They all know what they're doing. They know how to play.
Yep.
Any single team out of these 40 that are here in Stockholm can pop off, have one big game, get the dub, 12, 13 kills, and they can jump up the scoreboards here.
Yeah.
All it takes is one good game to get you back out of that slump that you were in. And we just had 3 phenomenal Storm Point games here. We're going to be moving over to World's Edge for Game 4.
So
Game 4
I just got the code.
Nice. So don't forget, chat, we are not playing Storm Point anymore. When you watch today, chat, I think it's going to go like this every time. First 3 games are going to be Storm Point. Second half of the games are going to be all World's Edge. Now, we just saw a very dominant performance by all different regions other than NA when it came down right there to all these teams. It was ADR, it was Kick, and it was just Alliance. So EU taking 2 out of the 3 games right there moving forward. And that's very interesting to me, because we've seen NA have a lot of creativity and a lot of success on Storm Point. But who is going to operate well on World's Edge? This map has been around the longest out of all of these, out of the 2. It's been around for 2 years now, maybe even 3. And when we move forward, I really think we're going to see an NA dominant World's Edge. But I don't really know what to expect, because at the end of the day, we haven't seen all regions fight. We haven't seen all regions play at all. So now I'm thinking that NA is going to do well, right? I've been thinking that NA was going to dominate on Storm Point, but I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
Not even one win, and we see Alliance. The top 3 is not even NA. No one in NA is even top 3, I think, right? It goes Alliance, it goes ADR, and it goes Rig. No, Alliance, Kick. ADR, Kick, Rig, and then Cloud9. So only right now, no teams in NA. Only one is Cloud9 in the top 5. Top 10 does have NA. which is good. But it's very interesting to see how these teams operate and how they work much differently. A lot of Watson teams finding success, a lot of crypto teams finding success, and you don't see crypto very often on NA ever. Yeah. It's really only a couple of teams every lobby. One guy with the beacon hits and opening the doors nonstop, trolling everybody. But with all these other regions, they really like to run crypto, and it's very interesting to see the success they're having today versus all of the comps that NA runs. And I'm gonna say a hot take here. I think playing Edge is hard. I've been saying
very
it.
Tough.
I've been saying it. You can run Edge on all your online games. You can go Valko, Feed Face, all online, whatever it may be. When it gets to LAN, you have to play Zone. Zone is just the play or you are screwed. No one wants to die. No one wants to get out first. No one wants to get out top 20. Everyone wants to survive and play an end game and land and experience that. So, let's be honest, man. Stop playing Edge. I've been saying it, NA. It is hard. Prove me wrong, that's fine. But I guarantee that all the teams today that are going to have success in this tournament are going to be hard zone teams. Absolutely. I will guarantee it, for sure. We don't see the Horizon really working. We don't really see all these teams that are operating with these teams that are edge side.
Oh, udah dibenerin yuk ayah.
And one thing I want to say, it's very weird to see C9 rocking Edge but running Caustic. It's very interesting. I'm not really sure if I've seen that really before from a lot of different teams. It's very, very interesting. Play Zone. Hey, and in ranked, stop dying in ranked, dude. I have 5 squads first circle. Play the Zone. Listen, I get it. You're hard stuck 10K, man, but I'm trying to play an end game, dude. Play Zone. Can you stop feeding base on Edge? You're not G2. You're not designed for. You're going to go in and do 1 damage, then die. Let me play an end game in ranked, dude. I'm trying to play the game. You guys just keep dying. It's incredible. Play the game. Sorry, I had to get that out of my chest. I have a lot of viewers now.
Good now, man?
I'm good. How do I get that off me? You know what I mean? I'm trying to play. I'm trying to play. You guys just keep Valko feeding face. How do you get that out of me real quick? And stop playing crypto, Cloaksy. Good Lord, man. Fudge. Stop playing crypto, dude.
We do have word in that there is, I believe, a 5-minute break here until we go over to World's Edge.
Now, I believe, Chad, I will be making an appearance on the main stage in a little bit, so Queek's time to take over. We have Cloud down, bro. Lenovo with the 25 gifted, by the way. I just want to say, shout out Lenovo. We love you, Lenovo. Look at the pit stains coming in hot and ready, baby. Jesus Christmas. Should have wore a black shirt for sure. But we are looking. Where's my neck, bro?
You're a husky.
Where's my neck? I look like Nick Merckx's third cousin twice removed. Look at me. I'm actually Nick Merckx's cousin 3 turns. Dude, what's up, bro?
What's up, dude?
Dude, what's going on, bro?
What's up, bro?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm going to be gone for a little bit, probably like 5-10 minutes down below. Greek will take over fully, you know what I'm saying? But I want to thank you guys again, man. 5-minute little thing going on, little break. And anything you guys want us to discuss in chat, anything you want to know about the weekend, we can tell you about the event, what it's like. We're allowed to do that, actually. I'd love to give you a little breakdown on what's been happening. For those who don't know, we are in Stockholm. We are in Sweden. The land right now, the setup is gorgeous. The food's great. Everything's amazing. I had a breakfast today that absolutely threw me for a whirlpool.
Phenomenal breakfast.
I ate crepes with Nutella today.
They had.
And then RPR sat down next to me with scrambled eggs and bacon and said, how much more American can we get here? And I was like, dude, I'm eating Nutella with crepes. Why are you eating scrambled eggs with bacon then?
Let me tell you, bro.
I mean,
they had these smoothie shots down there.
Yeah.
I think I had 9 of those banana smoothie shots today.
Yo, crowd, thanks for the 50 gift, man. I love you, buddy. Really?
I'm feeling phenomenal.
9 smoothie shots?
I had 9 of those banana smoothie shots. I feel like I'm on cloud.
I'm going to be honest, dude. I didn't drink one. I drank a little bit of water. I think I chugged 16 gallons of apple juice. I got up. I was double-fisting apple juice walking down to my table. I swear to God. I was literally like shotgunning apple juice. It was unbelievable. Listen, I also want to take a hot take here. Cheesecake sucks and apple juice is better than orange juice.
I can't get behind that one. That's one.
Can you get behind that one? That's my man. That's my man. That's all I'm saying.
Orange juice is better than
orange juice is not better than apple juice.
It is.
It is not.
It's also healthier.
It's maybe. You don't know. You're not what are you, a geologist? What are you, a fruitologist? You don't know what's the enzymes in apples and oranges, dude? You have no idea. You play Apex for a living. Just like me. We can barely do 2 + 2. Come on. No idea what's going on, man. Let's be real. Yo, thanks for all the subs and everything too, chat. Glad you guys are enjoying your time
here,
man.
Shout out the mods.
Oh,
Working
yeah.
hard, staying up late.
Yeah.
Controlling the chat.
Wait,
yo, chat, can we also, really quick, say something in chat? Can everyone
this?
Spam what region you guys are from right now watching? Do you want
Tomorrow.
to see how many people are in NA? The time zone is crazy. I want to see how many people are in NA, see how many people are in EU, APAC, Asia, like all that stuff. I'd love to see where you're going. Spam a little bit. I want to see America, UK, NA, a lot of NA watchers still, which is really incredible.
And I gotta say, it's always great to hear that. I also want to talk real quick about Optic. I think Optic came in and they made as much of a stage show as TSM did in the earlier games. I'm talking real quick, Bardolph. Optic was a thorn in the side of so many throughout this particular first 3 games. I'm curious your thoughts on what the Green Wall has done here, even though they haven't consistently got that W.
Yeah, we saw a lot of them in that second game, and you know they're just so confident. They just exude confidence, and they're rarely concerned. They're ready for any fight. And so they're a fantastic team to watch, and that has translated straight through to LAN immediately. I'm seeing no difference there. We're seeing how strong Skittle Cakes.
Skittle Cakes.
There we go.
America, baby, hell
they
yeah.
had a
Canada?
very dicey situation where maybe they got some help from a third party, but they were able to.
From the house.
Watching from your house? You watching on your house with a moose? See that Apex South? Hell yeah, dude.
Are you
But
going before the next
I
game
have no
starts?
idea. I will be up there somehow. I don't know if it's still happening. I have no idea. Hell yeah, dude. So one thing I also want to discuss here, chat, what I think is very interesting topic is in Poland, I was sweating on the main stage. It was, when I say hot, it is an understatement. I smelled so bad. And when we got top 20, I was hugging everyone. And before I hugged everyone, I said, dude, I am so sorry. I was like, dude, I smell like I just came out of Shrek's swamp. Like, literally, I just fought a feces monster. That's what I smelled like, dude. Like a monster made of feces, and I fist fought it. And so I wonder what it's like out there. I wonder if it's actually colder out there or anything like that, because it was burning hot. But now we're seeing the chat in here right now. Everyone's saying how cold they are. Now, I would rather be cold than hot.
So
I know you hate being cold.
I cannot play the game when I'm cold.
Yeah.
I know for certain MK players, certain controller players, the ability of your fingers to be limber, flexible, it all rests on being hot.
True.
I know there's players out there on main stage and in the side stage that have hand warmers on deck.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, it's good. It's really good.
It's hard to play the game when your fingers are cold.
It is.
Especially as a claw controller player, I will tell you that it is very difficult.
Yeah, please
to
do
play.
wrist stretches.
Huh?
If you play claw, please do wrist stretches. This guy doesn't do wrist stretches. He's not going to be able to do his wrist next year.
Stretch your fingers out, the wrists.
Everything. So
Get
I
the blood
like
flowing.
playing cold. So Poland for me, that's why we did so bad. That's the only reason is because of the climate. If than that, me and Noko Madness would have dominated. You know what I'm saying?
Noko was in La La Land that whole tournament, wasn't
Noko wasn't there. He wasn't real. Noko was a complete NPC that tournament. It's like I was talking to literally a Sims character. But we did good. So I am not, for those of you who don't know, this is Greek. He's from on CLT's professional player, my roommate and best friend. My name's Nicewig. It's great to meet y'all if this is your first time in the channel. Now, I am a Wash Retired Pro. I did compete for a while. I was on CLG. Now I'm a content creator for 100 Thieves. Greek is still competing. He just didn't make this tournament, but he'll be at the next one, wherever that may be or whatever we're doing. So you will see him hopefully on the main stage in the next one. I am hoping that we can make this more of a thing. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Anyone that wants to give a shout out to the stream, bro, go tell your friends, go tell your family. Anyone that wants to watch Apex, go show them love to this channel, because the better this event does, and the watch party does, and the casting, we can do this more. I'm trying to make this in every tournament thing. I'm trying to be at every tournament, watch party and casting, doing something like this. I want to make it bigger. I want to make it better. We have codes to give away, so we have a bunch of codes and coins we're going to give away to you guys today. So if you win a code, GG's. I think it's like a good amount too. I think they gave us like a bunch of codes. I'm not too sure.
I believe it's like 8 or 10.
I think it's like 8 or 10. I think it's like 11,000. I may be wrong. Those are 11,000 coins.
I'm not too sure.
It's a lot of coins. So if you guys are close to your heirloom, you could win a little bit of packs today and maybe get your heirloom today. So we'll be able to give you a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to make this bigger and better. If you guys have any tips, anything especially, or anything you want more done for the next one after this week's event, I will be casting the next 2 days. So we have all today is the B stream. Then we'll be watch party the next 2 days as well. So if you ever want anything that's changed or have any advice or just want to give good feedback and just tell us we're doing a good job in general, we love to hear it all, because we want to make this a thing every tournament. We want to be here supporting you guys. And here we go, baby. I think game number 4 is now loading in. We are back to World's Edge. So now Storm Point is gone. This is going to be a World's Edge game.
One thing I would like to point out, I think we hop on board here with the #1 team Alliance.
Yes.
Are they going to contest G2?
So yes, that's a great point. So G2 does land Thermal, but so does Alliance. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not contesting G2 if I'm in first place right now. I'm making a complete 180. I'm going to contest by myself. I'm not going to contest at all. I'm going to go land at a POI by myself, because fighting a 3-man controller team off spawn when you're in first place, you're kind of asking for trouble. Do you really want to risk that position?
But we have seen G2 did not opt to take the 50-50
on
Storm Point, which is just insane to me.
Yes.
Are they going to – you think they take this one?
Well, I actually have to give respect to G2 because we saw Sentinels fighting ESA in the playoff qualifiers, dude, and they got smoked. And they let their ego kind of get ahead of them and actually keep fighting ESA, and it actually made them miss out on the LAN. And who knows if they would contest another POI or played somewhere else safe. They might be here right now. So I think it's a very smart decision, and I'm actually very proud of G2. I think they were going to make the wrong decision by contesting, because even though I do think they are the better 3v3 team, fighting off spawn is just not the way. It's a lot of RNG. So seeing that G2 makes a decision not to fight and actually plays the safer route in order to place better, I actually love that out of G2. And I got to give respect to Design folks. I thought he was going to be the one to hard contest for sure, and ego trip it a little bit. But we'll see here. Maybe he ego trips it here, and Alliance fights off spawn. Maybe both of them have an ego trip, and they fight each other. As we move on to game number 4, official B stream, round number 1 here, moving forward. Let's get it locked in, baby, as we get going for game number 4. You're the GOAT. Love you. And here we go. Let's lock it in. I'm going to get some hot water, too.
I don't know what water this is, but it feels like I'm sipping from the fountain of youth. Let me tell you. This water is phenomenal. So they are in the character selection format. We are going to be hopping in on Alliance here, seeing if they are going to contest Thermal. Chat, honestly, shout out every single one of you that's here. I'm going to keep thanking you guys, but what is that?
Introducing your champion.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Much love to everybody.
The fuck is that?
Is that a fruit?
If someone in chat can tell me what kind of fruit this is, I'll give you $5. Greek is the fruitologist. I would love to know what it is. Exactly. My point's taken there.
That looks like a pear.
Avocado?
A long pear.
Am I not eating avocado right now? Should I take a bite of it? Should I take a bite of it? It's a little, like, fuzzy.
Take a bite.
Do I have to wash this?
That is an ideal landing place. Never mind.
Is it a pear?
Bro, that's gas.
Is it a pear?
Yeah, that's really good.
Ooh, shout out to all the pear.
Shout out the pears. All right, game number 4 moving in. Listen, man, I kind of like pears. They're pretty good, man.
It's crunchy. It sounds good.
Okay, never mind. It's not that good.
Uji Apex sound.
All right, go to Alliance. Alliance.
You do it. You do. I split this out. I don't like it anymore.
Alliance is not. Wig is currently running out of venue. I don't even see Alliance. Alliance is landing Frag East here. And Design and Company.
That's a good choice. I like that. So Alliance actually gets a better spot, IMO for zone, but we see 3 teams in Fragment. And where's Alliance going? They're actually running a no-name right now, and Yuka's going to be in a tough spot. Yeah, he's got to watch out right now. Yuka can definitely get crapped on here. Let's see what happens. He's going to die.
I think he might.
Yeah, so Yuka's 30 HP right now. He's starting to move forward. He's a Watson, so there's no way he gets out of this. Which is really tough because I don't think they knew that this was going to happen.
Oh my god, the movement!
Oh my god, the tab strafe. Ooh, he's put on a show for Hockeys right now. Goes down. So GW with a really tough first one dead right now. Really, really, really difficult spot he's in. He didn't know the team was going to be landing there. It's not really his fault. I can't really blame him for that. Alliance did run all the way from Frag East immediately to no name and did just wipe him right there. And they just go down, is what it is. GW can still probably get banner as Alliance is moving straight into the tunnel right now, which would be a really good job for GW if they can get that. And now we see the zone point to the tree side, most likely.
It's going to be a tree ending here. RNT is the team landing tree, so we are expecting a good placement game out of them.
This is what I'm saying right now with how fast.
Look at the boys Sweet.
Dude, look how fast Sweet rotates. They're already moving from staging over in the tree side. I want to see if he goes tree or he actually holds this spot. I think he's going to try to maybe go over, maybe go fence line or a little bit more in the tree. And we see SSG moving very fast too. SSG usually likes to craft and then go immediately. It looks like they didn't even craft. SSG immediately moving in, and they're going to start to go to tree. And this is what I love out of CLG. They hit the beacon over at Harvester, and they immediately get going. CLG is a very, very tough World's Edge team. They don't really place well ever on World's Edge. They're definitely more of a Storm Point team, but having rotations like this and a beacon like that in Harvester might actually help them a ton.
This should be a very good game from them. They should be able to get one of the houses in tree, and they should be able to just post up here.
We see Uxaka with a kill already. I don't even know where that is. Where is that? Where the heck is that? Oh, right here. Hacker and them getting some KP over here, and they're going to actually try to fight this most likely moving forward. Devotion, Turbocharger coming out for kicking. They get the full kill on the best right now. It's the duo. So it's going to be a solo right now, which is Elysium dude moving forward. So tough, man. Seeing a duo actually getting wiped right there, or pretty much wiped, as Elysium's going to be the only one alive. Just really, really tough situations, you know what I mean? And we see GW getting the res right now. GW, I think, is going to get the res, I believe. Or it's going to be a GW res. Wasn't going to get the third up.
I think it's this team.
Oh, really?
That res, was it not?
No, I think GW.
Okay.
Yes, I think GW gets the res over here. There are crypto teams that get res. No, they get the res. They're not a crypto team. So, we start to move forward, chat. Now, those of you might be thinking, hey, what's the difference between Storm Point and World's Edge? Storm Point is heavy, heavy edge, chat. It is a heavy, heavy edge side. We see energy in the boys moving over here. We're going to switch over to G2 and see what they do in this situation. Now, what's the difference between Storm Point and World's Edge? World's Edge, super, super rotational, heavy map. Kind of how it goes, right? We see this. We see the boys over on G2 taking their time. We see energy rotating early. Now, is G2 going to stick to the normal strat? Are they going to rotate very late? Are they going to move very late? Are they going to actually operate the same way they usually do? Or are they recognizing that at land they have to move a little bit quicker? As of right now, looks like they're kind of thinking the same. They're just going to keep doing what they're doing. They're not really going to stray away from the game plan that they've been doing for the last 2 years. And they want to just rotate late again, get their armor up, get their batteries, and they'll be good moving forward. Now, here's the thing. World's Edge. You can get stopped and halted at a lot of different areas. Valk is an absolute must when it comes down to World's Edge, just like it is on Storm Point, because in these situations, if you get stopped, you're usually dead. Having a halt in your rotation, like someone just gatekeeping or not knowing where the zone is and holding you out for no reason, you're screwed a lot of the time. And we're seeing G2 rotate. I'm going to take this top rock spot.
They love to play this hill.
And G2 likes to play here because they're a very 3v3 fight team. And this leaves so much room for opportunity for the G2 boys to get KP, get fights, and take some fucking edge fights to edge and really start to dominate these 3v3s that they want to take. They're still rocking the horizon too. So it's very interesting to see how World's Edge and Storm Point play so differently, especially the size of the map.
I think that is Parka and them that are moving down on the thermal side.
Okay.
I'd be interested to see if they end up fighting.
Yeah.
One thing I also want to mention is that lately these World's Edge zones have been a little unpredictable.
Yeah.
The Zone 3, Zone 4 pulls have been kind of crazy.
It has been. I agree fully. If I'm IGLing this with Team Sheesh, I'm getting absolutely torched. I'm not really sure where we're going to be going in these situations, especially that fish farm's ending. I did not expect it to go there at all. In the middle of the open, as an IGL, you kind of have to be proactive and be really reactive when it comes to like where the zone rolls. And I think that's where on World's Edge it's a little bit more predictable. I think that's why NA teams are going to be better here, is because they're more of a zone teams. They're better at reading circles than all other regions, in my opinion. And I would love to see what NA teams come out on top in World's Edge. But again, we don't really know what to expect from 3 years since Nintendo tournament. Anything can happen. What? Sorry.
Can't see the mouse.
Here, just click it. You have to do the map first.
Okay.
Yeah. So we see G2 just going to hold this top side. We see ADR moving down to thermal. So ADR might take this 3v3 on the design phone company. And that's going to be 2 of the biggest 3v3 powerhouses in the world, potentially fighting each other over at thermal unless Karan and them actually Valk ulti and move out. You know what I mean? And Obley's right there chilling. They're all going to be on the right side of the mountain. We see Dua on the other side, bro,
holding
on the fence line. Fence line's good. Pretty tough, though, honestly, unless you're a Watson team that has a lot of heals.
There is a chance that the zone could pull back to fence. In that case, Duo would be very good positioning here.
Yeah.
You see, NRG and the boys have taken a nice little spot here.
Yep.
Totem and the boys in the back house. Rig holding middle tree.
Yep.
SSG has finessed their way into bottom trailer.
Yeah, totally. I like that spot of them because they are a caustic team. So bottom trailer with caustic is actually extremely, extremely powerful.
Another spot that's really underrated is playing in this tunnel.
Yes, I agree.
I'm interested to see what zone someone rotates and takes it, because the only way they're getting there right now is a Valkyl.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's no way of knowing if it's taken or not.
Now, I wonder if ADR is going to walk in bottom side, maybe teleport or something like that, go inside, or is another team from the right side over. Oh, I think we see a fight over here on players going on with DTN right now. Are they going to start anything over here? Can they do it? The fight is going down. DTN goes down. Udo going down on the kill feed to kick right now, so they're getting shot from a third-party kick on the backside, very far away, getting the knock. But I don't think players is going to overcommit and actually wipe. Actually, Hardeki gets a PK shot onto YL, so now DTN is actually 2 men down as Udo goes full down. YL goes full down, and they might be the first squad eliminated from game number 4, World's Edge, for round 1 B stream lobbies. I'm curious to see if they really do full commit here. And look at this. Another repeater, man. I mean, Courage, when I used to play with him, said it was the worst gun of the game. And now we see it every time going in with every team rocking at least 1 repeater to farm armors.
Wing 30-30.
I mean, to be fair,
that's a ballsy loadout.
That is, to be honest, bro, that's a Europe loadout, dude. a wingman on Europe, bro, is like what they rock. You know what I mean? Like EU teams are solid with their little one-taps, bro. I actually think this is a really scary loadout to use for any control player that's NA. If I'm a control player, I hate this loadout. But if I'm an EU player that's so good with my Kovacs, and DTN Detonator goes full out right now as Hierarchy gets the last kill right on Mia. And honestly, bro, I think that's pretty tough for DTN. They're in a really good position underneath in the bottom side, but that spot is so pokeable, especially if you're on the Gibraltar across to go to Watson. It's going to be really difficult to do. I think they only had a Watson too, which is really difficult. Yeah, and if we look at the zone here, we're going to start to move forward. And who has the map zone right there? United?
I hit it on Unite.
So United does have zone knowledge, and look at the pull right now.
It is pulling away.
It's pulling right here. It's pulling exactly.
and the boys in a very sturdy spot and kick.
One thing I want to say here is it's probably going to pull underneath trailer. No, underneath in the bottom side platform. No one's in trailer. So this trailer is completely playable for the next zone or two. We only have two teams in this backside. We have ODK, who's still in Lava Siphon, so not really going to touch players. And we have Vapes in them all the way on the backside, which is going to be a full 3-man hitting the Valkyrie right now. Let's see what Alliance is going to do in this situation.
Being that they landed in East Rag, they're scrounging for good.
Yeah, I know.
They are running around, and they're going to have to play hard edge, because it does not seem like they have a drop spot in this lobby.
They don't have a drop spot. They don't want to fight G2 off of Thermal. No one wants to fight 3 control players off spawn. But Alliance, right now, they don't really realize it, but they're in a good spot. No one's really on this side of the map, and they're in a really, really good position here. And it looks like IG's going to fight right now over on this bottom side. And we're going to see United and IG taking this fight on the launch site. And this is going to be the second fight of the day today, or the game today. Let's see what happens here. Some good nades coming out from United. Not going to full commit. They're actually going to back out right now, take the bottom side trailer, and they're going to oblige to not fight IG. Good call. Really tough, though, as they get the other circle, and they're going to see that it's going to go to this bottom side here next to platforms. So they know the fight's not worth it. If it was a tree ending, I think they would have took the fight.
I also believe that it was smart because they do have a white armor.
Yeah.
IG was sitting in launch site for quite a bit. Seeing their armors here. IG is triple blue, so they do have the armor advantage,
not by a lot. Yeah, not by a lot, though, so they could have took the fight, but they know it's not tree side, so what's the point of rotating through launch site? Now, one thing, chat, you're going to see for a lot of times in World's Edge, teams like to rotate on the outside and come in. G2 especially does this with north side zones. They rotate through Skyhook from Thermal and wrap all the way around into Climatizer and over. They take the long route because it's the safest usually and less cover. Now, we see United not doing that, but we see IG actually taking that strat going on site and maybe going to rotate from tree side all the way around. And IG is looking to fight right now on United again, getting a crack on the well, I don't know how to say his name. FTI?
I would say FT Jan.
FT Jan? Okay. See Jan over there, dude. I might be wrong, sorry for pronouncing your name. I can barely speak English. But they're going to hold this trail right now, vibing right now as they start to move forward. Now, let's see what they're going to decide here. A Valk ulti coming out, I believe, and that's going to be C9. C9 taking a fat Valk ulti, landing on the bottom side. And they have zone out as well. I like this a lot. They're a caustic team playing the bottom side of somewhere in Lava Siphon. This is a great hold. If I'm them, I'm taking the other side, though. I'm moving immediately to the other side. I want to see if Mac makes that IGL call if he sees no one in there and go to the other side of this. And I
would expect them to leapfrog here. They're just establishing their spot here in the building. Gonna have to scope it out, see if there's any team here, which I don't believe anyone is in their build. Oh no, the duo is in their building.
So, is the duo gonna show presence like a trio, or are they just gonna keep playing with a duo? Now, Hardecki's immediately moving over, chat. Look at the Grim Reaper starting to move over. Look at this guy. Look at him. I mean, Hardecki does things like this that you just never expect. He's trying to get some KP on the bottom side of a fight does take out. Look how separate he is from his team. He is not even close, and that's how he does it, baby. Look at him.
On the Wraith, especially. He's not on Ashe.
Bro,
he's on Wraith.
Hardecki is a Wraith specialist. He is one of the best Wraiths, if not the best Wraith player in the world. And he's just looking for an opportunity. He sees the bubble coming in from his team. And some shots going down on the Naughty there. Gonna get the crack onto him. He's probably not gonna get the full KP here, but he's still looking to antagonize and instigate a fight for the duo to actually happen. C9 actually throws their caustic ulti out of being scared, and Hardecki forces a team to use a caustic ulti for no reason. None at all.
And I mean, that's big.
That is big.
Even though he doesn't get any KP here, doesn't get any knocks, the fact that he got them to burn an ult, which could change a fight.
Now he's forcing batteries, forcing Phoenix kits to be used.
And they get a knock on
Grace. They get a knock on the Graceful there on the bottom side. And this is what Hardecki does best. He creates openings for his teams. As Rocker's dying right now on the bottom side. And can Energy get the reset? Chaotic getting the knock on the Rocker. And this is going to be big time for Energy as they were not performing well on Storm Point. Can they stay alive in this situation with the Watson? They get the reset. Shot still happening from the top side, which is going to be Gambit above. Or players, my apologies. going to get the armor swaps. No gen coming down from Nathan right now, which is super interesting. I thought he popped the gen right there to be safe, and he is going to do it. Rockers and Sweet's in the way, telling Sweet to get the hell out of the way, dude, as he pops the gen. It's a very good gen, very good placement for the gen as well. And Energy in a game-winning spot right now, if they can hold this throughout the rest of the games.
Very, very good rotation from NRG there. Yeah. It was looking a little shaky.
It was.
The bubble came down perfectly from Rocker,
yep.
And they're leaving.
They're leaving the spot now. They're actually going to take trailer. It's a safer call. A little bit farther away from zone, but definitely the safer call for sure. They don't want to go down here. They just want to play their life. And chat, what did I say, man? 19 squads alive as IG is actually getting killed over on the bottom side right now. And Urban and them are going to be fighting here. IG going down, getting full wipe by United and GW. United, IG going down, Urban, Bryn, Noises out immediately. And United is one man down. Are they going to be able to get the res? IG, GG's, bro.
They opted out to not take the fight earlier.
Yep.
Waited for their time to strike and get the wipe on the IG.
That's an Apex player I've ever seen one. Singularity getting wiped right now, but a GW. So Vesk and Elysium is actually out as a duo. They're playing as a duo, which is really tough. Don't really expect a lot out of those guys, placement-wise. Not really their fault, though. They're just one man down, which sucks. Now we see C9 taking the front side trailer here. Love this call by Avalon and company to get a trailer as the cost team. We see players up top right now. The bottom platform chat is still not taken, so this is definitely anyone's fight to take or anyone's spot to take. And we see G2 and them moving over in the Harvester side. And what is G2 going to do? Alliance playing the backside tunnel, and we're going to have a bunch of teams, Karan, ADR, and are going to have to fight over here. And look at the zone. Where are they going to go? ADR does get the rig knock. Sharky going down as well. Disgusting shots by Parker. I mean, Jesus Christmas. Can these guys shoot? Sharky going down. Full kill on the JMW. The only one going to be alive, I believe, is who? One guy alive. Zero's going to be the only one alive on a rig right now. And they're getting all that loot. They're going to start to move forward. They're still alive. They're going to still be safe up top on the tree. I really like the play. Let's wait for them to actually keep fighting. The bottom left side. And look at the pull right now. It's going to be a hard lava siphon / platform zone. And I mean, Zero's in a good spot as a rat. Energy's going to have to move. G2's going to have to move. Alliance is going to have to move. ODK's going to have to move. GW's going to have to move. But we see here where GW is, both of these spots are still available. One trailer is still available as these spots are going to start to get taken. As Hackies and them start to move up. And they're looking on the left side where GW's going to be. Are they going to take this 3v3 on the GW right now? Game width on this left side. They hear Hackies and company moving up. Is Alliance going to take this 3v3? This is pretty risky with G2 on their back, but I don't think they realize where G2 is. They now see the bottom side, and Yuki gets knocked by the Zeinful with a 3-tap on the wingman. He gets absolutely demolished. Vape's getting absolutely destroyed as G2 actually queues up, and they get Krabered. Uxako with the Kraber onto Yuki, and they're going to get wiped by 3 different teams. Uxako, G2, and players all share KP onto Alliance as they go out early, and we see Uxako with the Kraber here as Chaotic and company are dominating the topside bridge. But where are they going to go? We're going to stay on the Kraber boy, and we love the Kraber, baby. As a viewer, we love the Kraber. As a player, we hate the Kraber. One shot going down with the miss right here on Uxako. Needs to bring out the Call of Duty MW2 strats, the intervention coming out. A 145 going out as SSG Denials going down to the kill feed here. SSG in a very tough spot right now, and they got the reset as well. SSG's going to be good.
Point out is NRG was underneath that platform.
Yep.
It pulled away, and it is still free.
Yeah.
Nobody's playing under the platform. It is still free.
So platform's free, and no one really realizing that. I wonder if Kick is going to be the team.
That's playing the platform.
I think Kick is going to be the team to take it, or G2. Yep, Kick is already pinging. I think G2's going to hit a Valk ulti, but let's see if Kick moves early, or they're waiting for the KP with the Kraber here. Uxako, couple shots left in that bad boy, and he can rain hell onto some teams and really ruin someone's day. A team is taking the underside platform right now. No, not yet, actually. And Kick can still move in there, but they're not moving yet. They're playing super slow. They want to try to get some KP with this Kraber. Are they going to be able to do it?
NRG making the move now for the bottom platform.
Yeah, and the bottom platform
run into the rat, I believe.
Yeah, bottom platform is now taken by NRG, and we see the Kraber coming out right now. Can Uxako get some shots? This is where the game's going to be changed here. Can Uxako make a play for Kick? He's looking at the wrong team now, and a knock on the do-off flash, getting a headshot Kraber as he goes down, and they start to move up. Resulta dying in the kill feed, Voucho dying in the kill feed, as Nano gets a full kill on Resulta here. And they start to move up as Kick is playing this bottom side. The Kraber now looking down on Energy. Can they do anything about it? No. Uxako goes down. Lovely with the Generaim on the flat line. Getting the knock on Uxako. Are they going to stay alive here? They're getting pushed right now. Sweet getting Hyarka. They're going down. It's only going to be Chaotic alive. And Sweet might get this Kraber off of Kick. And Sweet might be the Kraber Kyle right now moving forward. And C9 is going to be above NRG right now. And they're going to make a play for this or no? Great shots in now, early coming. They're not really going to focus energy. They want to hold this top platform. They're in a great spot. CLG getting eliminated by V3 in the top right kill feed here. TTM also dying. Totem dying in the top right here. ADR getting some great shots on the TTM.
C9 in just the great position right now. They are in the God spot. They've been holding this all game long.
Yep, and we're going to keep watching on C9 here because they have to make a move. They're going to have to watch out for G2 Energy on the bottom side. Designful going down in the kill feed here, and we're going to see G2 in absolute shambles right now. Gentrifying, the only one alive right now in the 3v1 scenario. Can he stay alive? It doesn't really look like it. He's going to get some angles. He's going to hold inside blue bin. He is not getting pushed, and he is getting shot in the back. He's going to be okay for right now. He is getting pushed by all over. He's going to fly up, and Gentrifying most likely going to go down here as G2 going out at 11. And a tough game for G2 and the boys. As we see SSG still full 3-man alive right now inside the trailer. And ADR, the boys coming in hot, getting some KP on a V3. V3 getting wiped, and we love to see the ADR boys going crazy.
Kills.
8 kills for ADR. I want to see an ADR tournament this tournament, bro. I want that for the ADR boys. That's what I want. SSG in a great spot here, though, to hold a lot of teams out.
I don't know if Sweet has the Kraber.
No, I don't know if he does either. I don't know if anyone picked up the Kraber. Might have been out of shots, to be honest. I'm not really too sure.
He has it, but I don't know. He has 7 shots.
So Energy Sweet has Kraber right now underneath, and I think it's going to be the team to watch, see what they do here in this situation. We're going to go over to Sweet with the Kraber and see what plays he can make. Energy is going to be down below. I don't really know if he's going to have a lot of opportunities with this Kraber.
SSG is getting pushed in the trailer.
SSG getting pushed right now by Odic in the trailer. And can SSG actually hold up, or are they going to get pushed? Horse going down right now as they start to fight. Graceful's going to get a kill on SSU. And then they're going to get some grenades inside the trailer. This is not a good spot for Odic.
Caustic is holding them out. They can't get inside.
Players, Leo going down right now as Reignite is full eliminated as Zero goes down. Players actually gets eliminated right now as Hideki and them are gone.
Naughty with the knock on the worst.
Yep, and Odic is most likely going to go down in this situation here. And we're going to move over to
SSG.
No, we're going to stay here as SSG is still now raining grenades on Odic.
Caustic goal.
Only one alive. They're not 3-man swinging as C9 is actually going to swing this as Frex goes down to Naughty and they get full wiped. Space Station goes down. Energy goes down to the bottom as well as ADR wipes Energy and ADR gets a full 3-man wipe on Energy and this is an ADR win. This is the team to watch. It's going to be ADR versus C9 versus GW. Who is going to take it home? Energy with the unexpected wipe from ADR. ADR dominating right now with almost 12 kills, dude.
They have 11 kills. C9 has 9 kills. Yep. C9 with the ultimate height control.
Yep.
They did just use Caustic ult, but Graceful has that Gibby ult in hand.
And Kraber shots. ADR still has 5 Kraber shots left right now as Karan is going to hit the Valkyrie, and can he do it? The Valkyrie does come out. C9 with some good shots out of them as well. Some more shots going down as he gets broken with 75 HP. He's going to oob right now, maybe on the top platform. Can he get a Kraber shot is the real question. He's going to have to pop the bat. Only has 7 seconds here. The Gibraltar ulti comes down as they drop down on the platform, and they're going to be good for right now. They're going to have to eat this ultimate.
Is just going to third this.
Yeah, most likely C9 is going to be the winning team here. We're going to switch over to C9 and the boys as they're getting some great shots on the 2 teams in the backside southeast. Some more grenades going down on the C9, but they're going to win this game, I believe. They're just waiting for the third party. The double bubble trouble comes out. The double bubble trouble moving forward here as Alberelli and them start to move forward. Looking for the third party. Can they do it? They're going to get some good shots. They need some KP in this scenario, too. They can have a banger game right here. Almost a 30-point win.
Parker with the knock onto Matsu here.
Matsu getting knocked. GW getting knocked, and Parker might actually squad wipe GW. They're moving forward now. Alberelli and them starts to move forward. They get some damage onto GW and ADR. They move forward here. Great shots coming out from Alberelli. Starts to push forward. A wipe, a knock, almost onto the Valk right here. As there's a lot of teams taking damage. And ADR goes down. And C9, last one's alive with GW as a rat. Can they do it? Can C9 get the KP onto the rat here? It's actually one last man standing. It's going to be a Watson and C9 with the W, baby.
Dominant performance from the boys.
And
they held that top platform
the whole game.
The entire game.
And C9 with the W, baby. Even without Zach performing.
You like to see that.
You love it. You really do.
They deserve it. They've been grinding. They were lingering around the top 5.
Yep. 100%.
And they just had a big game.
Yeah.
They might take the #1 spot here in this lobby.
They honestly, man, they might. They really might. They have a phenomenal game. They were top 5 in that scenario. They get a win here. Could be absolutely huge.
We're going to wait here for the scores to come in, but I believe C9 might take that first place.
No, they're in second now. So ADR, they had a lot of kills even in the third place.
Almost every other team had already rotated north into Overlook. So, you know,
you got to take these opportunities when they present themselves, don't they? Like you can't get that kind of a circle pool.
Akhirnya Crazy Raccoon menang, cuy.
So it's great to see Crazy Raccoon being able to pull
Perwakilan Korea nih.
capitalize on the opportunity that was presented.
No, they certainly didn't. And look, we've had winners from EU, we've had winners from NA already today, and now APAC North taking out a dub here in our first mainstream matchup.
Yeah, certainly. Fantastic to see as well, right? We want to see that diversity. We want to see teams really representing their region and pulling for themselves and for the region as a whole. A pretty solid win there. Obviously, 8 kills. It's not the biggest we've seen today, but 20 points on the board out of that game. And considering they have been having a relatively reasonable start to the day, I think that's a pretty good result for them. Element 6, we touched on them a lot during that game as well, didn't we? We constantly saw them fighting, and they've gotten a good amount of points out of it.
They just had that great gatekeeping position between that newly established link into the east side of Overlook, and they played it really well. They couldn't get it all the way there to the end because, honestly, Crazy Raccoon, they made so much space for themselves, right? And that's what you expect out of those teams that are at the top of their region. I think it was, what, a second finish for them in Split 2. And yeah, look, they really forced everyone out, and it made it such an easy finish.
One thing to note as well, Team Liquid, this is their first time outside of a podium finish in this lobby. Obviously, when we were looking at Stormpoint, they finished 3rd, they finished 1st, and then they finished 2nd. So I guess as far as the rest of the lobby is concerned, it's kind of nice to see Team Liquid having a bit of a struggle there as we start off World's Edge, because you know that's what's going to have to occur here if someone wants to catch them. They've got a pretty solid lead at the moment. They're 20-30 points above most of the competition, barring obviously Empire.
0 kill.
Maybe. So if anyone's going to catch them with only 2 games left, Team Liquid kind of has to drop the ball a little bit. And the same thing happened for Team Empire too.
Now looking at our champion squad here of Crazy Raccoon, Ras. Everyone knows this player as just the most incredible mechanical monster in the game. And you can see leading the way there with almost 1,800 damage and 4 kills for his team as well. I mean, look, just to give some love to our APAC South fellows there, we did see Striker having a decent game here in game 4, you know, and you got to remember that was off the back of taking that thermal contest as well. You know, I talked to them a little bit earlier yesterday, and they were saying how they were actually expecting it to be really quite hard to play Edge because so many teams are just going to go hard into the ring with, you know, this LAN playstyle, right? But they're forced to play Edge when they have those early contests like that.
All right, well, let's take a look at the leaderboard here as it stands. Team Liquid have only put 1 point on, so have Team Empire. Only 1 point out of that game for both of those 2 teams, which has really closed the gap. Element 6, big benefactors of that. They've jumped up into 3rd place. TSM drop a couple as well, down to 5th.
Top 5
so
lah
there's
ya
a lot of moving
TSM.
and shaking still going on here in our very first
Crazy Raccoon langsung naik 8
We do have 2 games remaining though, and I think, you know, you've still got a lot of teams that are within striking distance of taking a top spot at the moment. That said, if you're on this side of the scoreboard, and if you've only got single digits at the moment, you know, for Ascend down to Zen, it's starting to become a little bit too late to really think about a top placing. You just have to now get as many points on the board as you possibly can.
Yeah, look, that said, you know, this is the first series of the day, right? There's 3 rounds that these teams will be playing today. You know, it's a cumulative score at the end of all of those 3 rounds that will determine whether you're going into that winner's bracket or into that loser's bracket. So, you know, look, we don't have to, you know, write the name on the tombstone just yet for a team who doesn't perform in round 1.
I mean, I guess you're right, but in the context of the way this day is going to play out, like, this is a massive day of Apex Legends. So if you don't start well, some of that tilt factor maybe starts to get involved, and it makes it more difficult towards the back. And we are going to update you guys on how the secondary stream is going as well. Looks like there's been a few changes there too. AD Raccoon sitting at the top of the C and D groups. Obviously, another one of those teams coming through from APAC North, which is very, very impressive for the region. We did see Reignite sitting in 2nd earlier on when we checked in with this leaderboard, but they've dropped down fairly substantially into 6th. Obviously, playing with a sub makes life a little bit difficult. Team Singularity at the bottom of the table there as well. You know, they're playing with a sub too, so there's a whole lot of that going on, Genome, and I think you have to say, you know, just get in there, give it a crack. This is a good opportunity for a lot of teams to sort of start to get a feeling of with how things are playing out here as well in the Split 2 playoffs, because it's still early days. There's still a lot to play. There's always still tomorrow as well, regardless of how things go today. For now, though, we do have to take a short break. We do have a couple more matches coming up for our very first lobby of the Split 2 playoffs, so don't go too far away. We'll be back on the other side.
Let's go! Let's go! Nice, 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 nice! Nice, nice!
Rank of the Apex Legends Global Series.
Split right now. The only thing, not to be toxic, and I called this. I don't know if y'all heard me on the main. South America. I was like, South America, yeah. Dakota. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, South America, I think it's the only region that's going to perform. How are they going to do?
So right now, Singularity, I believe they're South America. They're 2-0, so it's pretty tough for them. Yeah.
That doesn't count. They're last one. Yeah. Same thing in the major. Yeah. All right. Cool, man. I know you guys jumping the dash here. I just want to come say it was good. I'm excited to have you on the desk. Because I didn't know we could be joining us on the desk. His first, I think, official. Last time we did that kind of broadcast, we cast it together back in.
Yeah, I talked about all the dads watching me.
Yeah, that was fantastic, man. But hey, us as a duo is actually pretty lit. We're going to have him on the desk, so deep dive analysis. I'm excited to get you on the desk officially. It was good. Much love to every single one of y'all. And again, hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Our job, our responsibility, I'm going to include you guys in that because they're part of the talent team now, is to bring the best possible broadcast to make sure that this game is as hype as possible. We deliver that action. So hold us to that bar. Give us any feedback you guys have. Hit us up on Twitter. Feedback you have throughout. We want to make sure we do a good job, guys. Much love for every single one.
Thanks for coming, man.
Make sure, not too much. Not too much. Yeah, I have some boundaries. But listen, make sure you go follow Fallout. He's an unbelievable caster. He's on the front, on the main stage. He's great at what he does. And he's also a great player in his prime. Unbelievable. He's washed now.
Yeah, washed now. Not as good of a human as this guy is, though.
No, he is. He's a great guy. I love you too, bro. So, chat, we are now moving forward, man, into game number 5.
It is going to be game number 5 here.
Yep. So, chat, game number 5. Thought process. Who do we think takes game number 5, chat? Thoughts, questions, concerns. I would love to hear it. And I want to say one thing again. Dude, look at this background. I can't get over it. It doesn't really feel real.
I turn around sometimes and I'm like, I almost forget at what we can look at here.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I mean, for those of you just tuning in now, I know NA is like literally just waking up, I'm pretty sure. Like a lot of NA. What time is it in NA right now, chat? What time is it in the East Coast? What time is it? I actually don't know. 6 a.m.
6:45.
So, yeah, East Coast is just waking up right now. And that says a lot because now I think a lot of NA viewers are going to start to roll in, a lot of NA people. So if you don't know or you just tuned in the stream, my name's Nicewig, also known as Jack. This is my boy. Greek. He's a professional player for CLT, Charlotte Phoenix. I am a washed retired pro coming from CLG into 100 Thieves content creator. We are live from Stockholm. This is not a green screen.
That is real.
That is real. That is
where
the
they're
stage.
playing.
That is the main stage here. We are the official ALGS B stream. Shout out to Lenovo for the sponsorship for letting us do this. We love you guys. You're the best in the world. Seriously, if you don't know who Lenovo is, they actually genuinely care about gaming. They're one of the only companies that you will see that really make an effort to make gaming accessible for all, making it just, known that they really care no matter how big or small you are in the content creator world. Lenovo is there for you. They are phenomenal. Shout out to Lenovo for letting us do this. We are live from Stockholm as game number 5 is starting up here as we move forward, and let's get right into it, baby. And chat, who do we think wins this game? I want to see it again in the chat because I wasn't paying attention. You think this is time for G2 to take the win? What is going on right now?
What are your top 3 predictions here? What 3 teams are going to pop off this game?
Top 3? ADR?
You can't not say that.
No.
They're playing phenomenal.
They're playing phenomenal.
Just dropping people.
53 points in five games is amazing. Same thing with Cloud9.
4,
averaging
technically.
4 games. 4 games. I mean, averaging over 10 points a game in a LAN lobby is unbelievable. Like, actually unbelievable. And that's for Cloud9 without Zach. And we see SSG right now not doing well today.
Switching to the Watson.
Breck's going to Watson right now. And that's a game-time decision, and I wonder if it's going to help SSG at all. I really don't see their playstyle leaning more towards Watson. And they are in 15th place, so SSG is making sure they switch it up a little bit.
So, just looking at it, you know, SSG has not been playing the best.
No.
They're sitting in currently 15th place with 13 points. Maybe they're going to switch up the playstyle here. Maybe a lot more quicker rotations, less edge play, get established with the Watson. I'd love to see how that works out for them.
And I'm going to be honest, John, I'm very curious as to how this works out. I think this could be a very, very big thing for SSG. It could work out for them in a positive way. It could also work out in a negative way. And I want to see where Alliance goes, Jesus Christmas. Where's Alliance going? I don't see Alliance right now at all. Alliance making.
Are they going to 50?
Alliance taking the 50-50 over to G2. This is big time, boys. This is big time. We're actually going to switch over to G2 here. I want to watch G2's POV. And we're going to go to design for right now.
Great.
A 50-50 G2 versus Alliance off spawn. Alliance gets the height off design full because the mouse and keyboard loot. And he gets a wingman off spawn. And this is design full bread and butter. Great shots coming out right there. He misses the mag. He's going to go back for it. Some more shots going down from design full. He gets result of getting knocked. And Bates gets the trade. It is now a G2 trade for Alliance. 2v2 situation as Gent is alive right here. Trying to look forward. Some shots going down right there on the G2. Design missing some very important wingman shots here as he's trying to stay alive and actually pepper these shots onto Alliance. Need some heals going down as a Alliance, as a G2. Valkyrie comes out. Two cells coming out right now for design. He has 24 shots in his wingman. He's gonna most likely full with this last syringe.
Design
Red's coming out.
The wing here, sees the knock flare, gets a big headshot.
And he goes down right now to a PK shot. And Design goes down. It's going to be Techify's the only one alive right now. And they get wiped. My God, G2 getting wiped by Alliance. One of the most dominant off-spawn teams in the game get wiped by Alliance. Alliance, no POI first game. They were no idea where to go. And they say, hey.
Oh my God, bro.
And they buckle up, they go crazy, and they fight G2 off spawn, who was in 13th place, I believe, and goes out 20th in this game. Now,
Alliance, like you said, first game of World's Edge had no POI. They opt to take the 50-50 while they're in top 3, which is very, very ballsy. They get the wipe, and now they're going into this game 5 with 3 KP and the entire thermal loot to themselves.
And I'm going to be honest, man. To me, it's just incredible to see that G2 just, you know, they put up a good fight, but that was a pretty one-sided fight right there. Alliance was putting down some great shots, some great positioning as well, and resulted going down before. You know, I also want to comment this as well. This is no shade to G2 in any way possible, but they're a very emotional heavy team. They ride momentum a lot. When G2's on fire, they're almost unstoppable. They're a very scary team, but they're emotional. When it comes down to it, they're very reactive when it comes to how bad they're playing. And it's like me. I'm the same way. I think Control players have a lot of that mindset. I don't know what it is, but EU is way more opposed than NA when it comes down to playing bad, etc. G2 does show up when they need to, so we don't want to count them out of this last game. They could have a banger of a game, but right now, you know how G2 acts. You know how mad they get when they lose, when they're not performing well. So this could be very, very, very detrimental for G2 moving forward in this last game when they get eliminated at 20th place.
So looking at the zone here, it's pulling outside in between No Name and Frag East.
Okay.
So far. Could maybe be a Blue Bins ending.
Yeah, so it's maybe looking like a Blue Bins ending, but I'm going to be honest, bro, I think it pulls here. I think it either pulls I think it pulls Blue Bins, or it's going to pull on this one. You know what I'm talking about? Right outside Dorito, and Singularity's in a great spot right now if it does pull there.
Yeah.
I would love to see Singularity get a top 5 here, help them get some placement points, etc. And we see SSG moving forward right now with a fat Roto, and we see players in Hardeki hard hinting inside this building. I'm pretty sure there's a team in there, and they're going to play underneath right now.
They should be.
Good spot. This is great. And Totem is now fighting in the top right to RNT. I don't know where Totem is. I don't know where everyone is landing. But Totem is fighting. I can't really see where. I think they're going to knock. Oh, right here. It's going to be Totem fighting in this area. Totem going to be going down here. RNT getting a knock on a Sharp. And it's going to be the last one alive, Amaz, bro. And they're getting rocked today. They're not really having a good time playing. They're struggling around right now, getting some momentum going. And it looks like Toto might be going out early again. He's having an alternator Mastiff. I mean, that's just tough loot. Overall, not a good spot. White mag on the alternator. That thing hits like peace.
Going
and
down
Hardeki
to
going
Bryn.
down right now. I want to see if Hardeki's going to get the res off. They are going to get the res right now on the Hardeki here. They're going to get it off. Are they going to get pushed? Hardeki hitting him. And he gets knocked out. IGM with some massive grenades as Hardeki goes down. And they're going to try to stay alive. The player's barely up right now as PK goes down. The only one alive is going to be Leo here. He's in a bad spot, and Leo's going to go down as well. And players getting wiped by the duo. Singularity getting 2 KP on the players, as players is holding a caustic building, holding a building with a caustic and a wraith right now inside of No Name.
And players sitting
and
in ninth
Singularity
place.
going down, Elysium going down outside.
Wow.
And that's really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bad play. I know they're probably a little out of it because they are a duo, but still. They go down early.
Players sitting in the top 10 here. They Valkyl get a decent spot, but IG with the pressure and a Fury barrage of nades to kill them.
Big time.
Players most likely going to fall out of the top 10 here going into the game 6. That's just crazy to see.
It is crazy. And players is in a tough spot right now, too. They really needed a good game out of this. They need a good last game, if anything, now. They're really struggling on placement points. They're dying early. They kind of int a little bit when they get too aggressive and they start to move forward. And they really take some aggressive spots, but they don't really do a good job holding that right now. We say Chaotic and company right now. Inside tunnel, I really like where they're playing. We say Chaotic with an R3-1 PK is bread and butter. Chaotic, one of the best control players in the world right now, undoubtedly. One of the best. This guy's R3-1 hits different. And he's in a good spot, a good hold right now. He's in a great play right here. Pretty much all he has to do is watch the backside, call if someone rotates behind them. Now, chat, I want to give a little bit of insight. Now, if it pulls a No Name, pretty much a No Name, it's first come, first serve. And we look here where players died. I'm on there, I'm livid. No one's in Dorito.
Yeah.
They could have ported Dorito.
And it's a solo in the other building.
It's a solo in the other building. So players dies for free, not taking a fight on the solo or duo, and they die for free, not taking just Dorito.
It's tough. It's tough in No Name because
so tough.
You know, a lot of time in end games, you see buildings are like co-held by people. The first floor and then the second floor has another one. But the way that these buildings are designed, it's kind of hard to co-hold early or even late.
It's really hard.
So the first come, first serve mentality in No Name is very, very important.
Yes, I agree fully. And we see ADR here. We see Obli going down. Now, they do have a crypto. Can they get the res off? Probably not. This res is going to be really impossible. They have a team on their east fragment, bro. They have a team in stream building. They can't really get the res off. The only thing they can really do is Valk ulti, then rotate out, and then get the res, and then come back in. It's going to be a hard demand, though, for ADRs. They're one man down here. And we see RNT rotating on the bottom side near Geyser. We see IG holding the Geyser side choke. We see right next to them is United. They're in 19th place, I believe, right now. No, Team United I think is in like 9th place. Where they at? 9th place, 8th place. Yeah, they're in 8th place right now. Now, this is tough. What are they going to do here? Alliance is just rotating out. We see Udo and company over here on landslide moving forward. Now, I'm curious what's going to be happening. C9 in Overlook. They're going to play from the top side. Overlook is so good for the zone chat because if C9 is the only one and it ends out here and doesn't go blue bins, it ends in No Name, they can just walk down this hill and play with no one behind them. We see Drop the Company inside trailer with the Watson, no caustic this time. They are going to play Watson here and hold the trailer on the opposite side of No Name. And now we're going to wait to see if anyone gets beacon knowledge here. There's not going to be many teams that are going to get it. I believe
you see C9 hitting the beacon here with full control of Overlook side and crafting.
So look, they hit the beacon here. It's going to be a No Name ending. It's going to be a hard No Name here, and it might go No Name or it might go trailer on the backside where SSG is. It's still a toss-up where this is going to end, but either way, C9 is in a great spot to win, a great spot to play this game out.
I like where NRG is as well.
I do too. The underbridge spot is really difficult, but NRG always does a great job holding very awkward spots that are very proactive for their team. ADR does hit the Valkyrie at the out, and they get the res on to Obli. So ADR will be a 3-man full. They're probably not going to have a lot of loot for Obli, but at least he's still alive to actually help out the team, especially since he's Gibraltar. The bubble makes the difference.
Absolutely.
And now, when we move forward here, Alliance is going to have a really late rotate. But Alliance does play.
They're just now rotating in past Harvester.
Yeah. And Alliance always makes large rotates when it comes down.
They
ADR
do have beacon knowledge too.
Yeah. ADR's going to get pushed right now. I don't know what this is going to be. It's going to be, I believe,
it's
DTN, Detonator. So Detonator's going to push ADR here. And don't forget, I don't think Obli has really any loot as he just got spawned. And Detonator knows that and they want to fight. I want to see Detonator take this fight on ADR really badly because they know they have the advantage here.
Detonator's holding ultimate height here. Triple perped out.
Yep.
Obley somehow finding a blue armor, though.
Yeah, which is really lucky. I don't know what loot he has in general. We can check right here.
They're not looking to fight, though. Detonators is just looking around, maybe just surveying the field here, seeing if they can take this fight, if there's a third party around.
Totally. That's why you hold the top spot. You look to see around, see if they can take the fight. A 3v3 would be ideal. He drops the Mozambique for the triple take. Now they're probably going to look to Valkyrie on the bottom maybe with a bubble. They're going to look to leave. They're just leaving right now. They don't want to fight Detonator. They know that Obley doesn't have a lot of loot. He has 5 cells to his name, nothing else. Triple take Hemlock. That is not a bubble fighting combo.
As a Gibby, that is not a good loadout.
No, not good at all. And they're going to get shot here from a lot of different angles. But Parker's going to be able to get out. He's going to be able to get out too. Probably should have took that Mozambique, it looks like. He's going to get a Rampage, which is way better than what he had at Hemlock. For some, most likely him too, since he does pick it up. And they're going to move forward. They're going to rotate on the backside. And I don't know if they have any other teams in the back. They don't. They're all good. As teams are going to start to rotate out here.
Alliance hitting a Valkyrie. Yeah. And they get the trailer spot.
So Alliance hit the trailer spot. No Caustic here, though. No Watsons. They're going to be in a tough spot to lose meds here. A lot of different angles that can shoot this box that they're playing in. As SSG's on this outside, just getting some shots down.
1-2 wingman from Vibes here.
I love that. That's my favorite combo.
And also, they switched to Horizon for that contest.
100%. I like that play out of Alliance here with the contest, but now their combo's going to struggle. And we see Detonator landing on top side Diner. And this is a good hold, but if they get shot from a lot of different angles here, they're going to be in a tough spot. They can probably do it, though. When you see the shots going in, they're going to jump down right now, and they're going to take this 3v3 fight. The Caustic Gold coming out.
Oh
he
my
gets
God.
decimated right now. As they're going to continue to fight this. U2's moving up right now and get some shots down on the top side team. They're going to keep moving forward as YL moves to the other side building, and they're going to hold the door up here and just try to reset as the Caustic does go down here, and he's not going to be full killed yet, but I don't think he's going to be able to get res at all.
Nightly is down. They are looking for the res. I believe there's 4 teams around in this area within these buildings. Sharky getting the finish onto Nightly here.
And a reset might be possible for the beacon up top, but I don't think it's going to happen.
They don't have crypto, so it's going to be tough.
They have no Valkyrie.
There is nobody up there, so they can rotate up there and get it.
I think that's what they're going to do right now. I think they realize that no one's up there and that no one's on height right now. If it does pull trailer aside, height can be a great spot for a lot of teams, and this might force Detonator to be in a game-winning position without even knowing it, dude. Which would be freaking crazy to see. They have no Valkyrie, so they're going to have to just rotate
Detonator's
far.
about to run into Parker right now.
Yeah, and Detonator and ADR is about to run into ADR. ADR actually Valkyrie, so Detonator gets so lucky. That could have been so bad for DTN and the boys, and they start to rotate out a little bit more. I think they're going to die. I don't really know what their game plan is here. They're in the zone. They're eating zone right now. I don't know what they want to do as ADR takes the height on the beacon side, so now they can't even rotate and hit beacon. And let's see if anyone gets a little bit of beacon knowledge here.
Naughty is getting it.
And look at the zone pull. Pulls hard into no name here. Most likely going beacon side area or big building. Gets Silka pull over here, but I don't think so. And this is going to be big. Big for United, big for GW, IG. Pesk is still a solo alive and no name right now. Dua's over here, but this next circle is going to be horrible for SSG. This is great for Alliance, great for Sweet, and the teams to watch right now are going to be Parka and company. It's going to be CLG that has to move into these next circles. Alliance still chilling, and driving them are going to be in a tough spot moving forward.
One thing that's crazy to think is that when you look at this map here, you see Besk is the solo. If you're a team that's Valcolting in, you're just assuming that's taken.
Totally. 100%.
The only way someone would know that it's a solo there is if it's a crypto team and they scout that building out.
Yeah, 100%.
But most teams here on the edge are going to be thinking that that's free.
Yeah.
They're going to think that this trailer is taken. This is where I think the boys from SSG are going to Valcult to later.
Yep.
The boys Sweet are getting angles on
Alliance
heavy right now.
Yeah, it is. And you see the shots going down right now.
They could even move into the RV.
I mean, they might take RV. They are a Watson team now. I would not be afraid for them to take that RV spot, hold it, and it looks like they're going to do that. They're going to actually start to move in. And Alb gets a knock on a Parker right here. And it's going to be a C9 versus ADR fight up top. As a grenade comes out, he's going to get knocked most likely. No, he actually dodges the grenade right now. A great bubble coming out from Graceful, one of the best revolvers in the world. As Sweet goes down to United in the bottom right here, but he's going to be in the trailer. As ADR starts to get wiped right now, as Karan goes down to C9, and there's both top 2 teams right now fighting as ADR is getting knocked by C9, and C9 showing dominance in the gunfight as ADR full rotates, jumps off of height, and ADR leaves height fully as C9 progressively moves forward onto the height, moving ADR farther and farther out of a top position, and that's why C9 does best, man. I mean, Alberelli is one of the most mechanically talented players in the world. C9 is that control player. Naughty's that control player for them. And, I mean, honestly, they have Graceful now.
That's a good pickup for them. Graceful is a very, very mechanically gifted player.
Yeah,
Can
totally
IGL if need be.
Yep.
like Wig pointed out, that is big for them to take out a player from Crazy Raccoons who is indeed in
Rocker going down right now, bro. They're being pushed right inside, and Weston just getting shot down. And Energy gets wiped by the duo right now. Bastion actually dominating right there in that fight, getting 2 kills on Energy, and Energy's out at 18. Moving into game number 6, Energy is going to be in a tough position as they get wiped. Duo with a crazy kill on them right now.
There's still 17 teams
alive, and they take this fight, and Duo's going to be in a tough spot now as Arcstar starts to rain down inside the trailer.
Who is nading?
Is the restart going to start coming in as Unite starts to move in on the top right? Gonna get the reset off. No, they're not. He's gonna get knocked again by Hatkins with a charge rifle, and Dua's gonna have to actually start the bubble. Red's going down right now.
I think he might be able to get the double res.
And I want to see if he starts to throw the barrels down. Double res does come up. The barrel shot's going down. And I think he's gonna get the double res. They're gonna full reset, and Duo with the kill on Energy in God spot as we look at the zone. I mean, unreal by Duo right there. Energy getting absolutely wiped, and they can't be happy with it. No shot.
Queen is definitely going over the drawing board. He's looking over what went wrong in that fight. Duo, though, very, very impressive to take that fight in a congested no-name, and they get the double reset.
Dude, also I want to point out something right now. Ultimate accelerant. What the hell is Frag East?
Frag East, when this zone closes, is going to be crazy.
It is a shit show.
You're going to see Valk ults raining down. Yeah. You're going to see third parties, ults, caustic ults, Gibby ults. Everything is going to be used on this rotation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every building right now in Frag East is almost utilized, other than one. I see Totem and Mouse in the backside here. But what is going to happen? This team's most likely going to go in a bridge, and this is going to be an absolute crazy fight. And we see the beacon here, and it's going to be a beacon ending, most likely next to top rock around that area. And Duo, where Energy was, is in a god spot. Chaotic in them in a good spot as well as Kick moves in. And what's going to happen with SSG? What's going to happen with C9 as they start to move forward?
They're going to have to fight here.
C9 wants to take this fight on SSG. Are they going to do it here? SSG versus C9. What's going to happen? Battle of the NA Titans as SSG has been really struggling today to get points to take fights. Great shots coming out from Naughty Williams with the one.
They waste the bubble.
And they waste the bubble right now for SSG as more teams start to get in on this fight and shoot from the outside in. Naughty getting a ban right now off.
The Gibby ult coming down
does come down.
They have to shove the trailer.
And they shove the trailer. This is a great job by C9 to make SSG leave the trailer, but take it for themselves. I love that. But is this going to be useful? Is this going to help them at all? Look at the rotate they still have to make.
Both teams are getting shot from other teams in no name here. This is a very bad spot for both teams.
Horrible. And we see Graceful here's going to be the one to watch. 12 seconds on the bubble here. Can they make this work? Graceful is going to be the deciding factor with this bubble. Or are they going to Valko at the out? I don't really know what the play is.
I think SSG is going to bubble Valko when they get it. Detonators with the Valko as well.
They're going to probably land topside house. They are. Detonators house no name. And we see Graceful the 2-time wingman, bro.
Oh, they're fighting.
Some gunshots right now. Really unfortunate position. And the bubble had to come out from Graceful. Really bad bubble as they're going to struggle right now to push the SSG. And what's going to happen here? Alpinelli full up right now inside, right next to the bubble where SSG is playing. They're going to move forward. The fence does get destroyed by Alpinelli. They're going to move forward here, but they have no room to play. They're going to die right now. SSG leaping right now as long as C9 and SSG Flex goes down. And SSG gets the full wipe onto Cloud9 with Unite helping out. And is SSG even alive at this point? SSG is. It's just Rex and C9. I don't know how they're even surviving, but they needed to get out of the spot. So now in a great spot. SSG should just rotate it forward a little bit more and play this backside and let C9 die. And now Zenile, a solo for SSG. C9 out early, Energy out early. SSG is a one-man as NA is getting fourth on in this lobby.
Both number 1 and 2 teams are out. Bottom 20 in this game, which leaves the scoreboard open for teams like Alliance, Kick, and Reignite to catch up on points. NRG is also out early, so 3 of the top 5 teams here have gone down in the bottom 20, which is insane.
I want to give a huge shout out to boys DTN, man. Getting another knock on the IG here as United, as DTN is going to be bottom side right now. Duo playing great. You do is going to have to stay alive here. Great job right there. Love to see him with the little package. That was freaking awesome. And we see CLG and the boys dying right now at the bottom of the kill feed. And we're going to see Alliance come in, and they full wipe CLG, and they're going to get the third party. They get some more KP on the RNT here, and they're going to stick to move forward, looking for more blood. Can they do it? Another knock into RNT as Alliance is looking to play the catch-up game as Raccoon and C9 are out, and they're in third place, only 10 points behind second place, 13 points behind first. What is going to happen here? How is Alliance going to start to move forward and really secure their placement points to make sure they get first place in this lobby?
So Alliance, starting out the game with 3 KP. They're sitting strong at 9 kills right now with a little bit of a walk into the zone here. They have a couple of options to play here. They do have Horizon here to queue up to the top of the rock.
Ooh, and someone has a Kraber right now. It's going to be Yuki with the Kraber. And I think he has at least 7 shots. 5 shots moving forward with Wingman Kraber. Oh my God! The knock on the flash right there. Absolutely disgusting from Yuki. And are they going to move forward? Oh my God, another shot onto the Caustic. And they're going to look to push the bubble here moving forward. And there we go. More shots going down. Bastion going down as Yuki with the Q. What disgusting shots as they're getting their KP on the duo.
Every time we hop on board with Yuki, this man is a human highlight.
That's what I'm saying, man. The Kraber, unbelievable job by him. And Yuki, the drip, the Gucci model himself, is not only talented in the looks, he's also talented in the gameplay. Oh my God, almost 4 tapping with the Wingman across. And Alliance takes the #1 spot in the game.
Alliance.
IG going down, Yudu going down to the top right. Riggs still alive, but going down as well. And Alliance in the best spot right now for game #5.
Yuki rocking the Kraber Wingman here, which is the most alpha loadout in the game.
Totally. And then we team over to his teammate.
Wingman Devo from Hockey's on the horizon.
Disgusting.
He has his ult whenever they need it. They have ultimate height here. Max loot, double red armor. I'd be really surprised here if Alliance doesn't just win this game.
Now, we look forward here. Yuki's going to have this Kraber moving in. A lot of these teams are going to be pressured by this Kraber to make a play and actually avoid, honestly, lines of sight from Yuki. Yuki is going to be the Grim Reaper. He has now
13 kills.
And Alliance has 13 kills right now with a top 6 and then Kraber. Hayaka going down right now as Chaotic going to have to make a play and they start to rotate on him. Chaotic going to stay alive here on the bottom side, but there are traps here. We're going to go back to Alliance because they're the one to watch. Yuki's going to be the one to keep the eye on here. What is he going to do?
Hockey's almost goes down, has to rip a Phoenix.
Yeah, so Hackey's going to get this Phoenix off, though. He's going to be good, but that was very, very scary. He's not going to go down. Chaotic Punch going down to the kill feed here, too. And we're going to see the Kraber Wingman start to kick in. A lot of missed shots coming out from Yuki. He needs to whip out this Kraber and get some KP, but he's keeping the Wingman out for some reason.
He might.
And the Kraber starts to come. 3 shots going in.
He was feeling him. That's a heat check if I've ever seen it.
That's a freaking heat check. He just pulled a 3 from half court to make sure he can still hit.
Oh, and they get laid
Oh
on.
my God! And he collaterals! He collaterals with the Kraber no scope, and they're gonna get the wipe on the GW. Oh my God! Yuki with the collateral on the Kraber shot. That was disgusting. Holy shit, dude! That
Alliance
was
has
insane.
16 kills, ultimate height. They are poised to win this game.
Oh my God! And some more shots going down right there as well. Unbelievable job. Yuki with some more car shots. He's car wingman. He's rocking the design special right here. And they're going to get this W most likely moving forward. Where is this third team?
It's a solo. Uxako as the solo here.
Nice job.
Getting the knock onto Unite right now. Moving in to clean it up.
And they want this KP. They want all of it. Unite going down to Uxako in a top 2 situation.
My God. And
Alliance with an unbelievable game. The best game of the day. Yuki going crazy. Looking like he's straight out of MW2 Rust, bro.
Alliance demolishing that lobby. Starts out with a 50-50 win over G2, and that momentum carries on throughout the game. They finish with almost 20 kills and a dub. They are in a dominant first place position now. They were down 10 points, and the first place team and second place team go down very early, leaving up the opportunity for Alliance to get a huge lead.
I mean,
Oh my God.
Yeah, listen, Yuki, if you watch this back, God damn,
This is why we love Apex Legends.
Yes, and listen, Kraber sucks. It sucks for playing. But man, you're lying straight through your teeth if you guys don't like the Kraber when you watch. Now, that no scope.
19 kill W for the Alliance boys, 31-point game.
Ew!
They are riding this one out to first place.
Chat, they are riding this one out. I mean, C9 out early, ADR out early, and they were down 13 points in the first place, but now we kick it up a notch a little bit, and Alliance dominating right there. What is that? Is that a 30? Almost a 30-point win.
31 point.
Come on, Ken! Come on, Ken!
Yuki.
Disgusting.
Sports Center top 10.
Top 10.
Maybe 5 plays that game.
That was disgusting. So honestly, some of the best Kraber play I've seen since Energy Sweet Dreams in 03.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable job. And I mean, like I said, Kraber sucks to play against, but man, you're lying if you don't like watching it, because that was the best. He no-scoped.
Triple
someone
Valkyrie
pump the VOD.
landed on?
Get the highlight going. We need the highlight.
Triple Valkyl on top of Yuki. He turns around, no scopes. At the same time, Hockeys goes up in the air and instantly gets the knock.
Did you realize
that
he
was
collateral?
a good, huh?
He collateral with the no-scope.
I don't know if it was or if he just no-scoped.
Cracked two. He cracked two.
That's insane.
Insane. A collateral with the no-scope. Yuki, put that on the Twitter, dude. Put that on the bird, baby, because you're going viral, big man. Absolutely disgusting. And let me say this again. I'm going to have to say something real quick. This is one of the best drinks I've had in my life. I have to say this. 0-calorie watermelon. I'm sorry, my ADHD is going crazy right now. I've been wanting to say this for the last 20 minutes. Has nothing to do with the gameplay at all. But I can't get over this drink. I can't get over it. I want to shotgun 5 of these. Has nothing to do with the gameplay. Yuki, great job. I really don't give a fuck.
And chat.
Dude, unbelievable. Are you out of your mind? Give me another one of these. Jesus Christ.
Going into game number 6 now.
I'll
Wig
chug this right
already sounding like he's losing his voice.
I will
be. We still have 12 more games to go.
Do we have tea downstairs? We're in EU. We have to have a little tea and crumpets. You know what I mean? I'm going to go downstairs, get a little tea and crumpets after this last game. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't care if I lose my voice. I don't care if I literally sound like Timmy Turner for the rest of my life after this week. I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy myself. I hope you guys are enjoying the commentary as well. I'm going to be real, man. Someone get me, sponsor me. Monster, sponsor me. This is unbelievable. What the is going on, dude? When did you make this?
We did just get the game number 6 code.
I'm going to open this one, too, at the same time. Oh, this one at the same time.
Dual-wielding them like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
We're chugging. Here you go. Yep. Yes, sir. See, and listen, I'll be chugging. I don't know how much caffeine these have, but someone help me out because I might need to go to the hospital. I'm going to chug 5 of these. I still have this pear here.
One more bite of the pear.
I don't know. I'll try another bite. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Give me a...
Dual-wielding them like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That was a little double fish. That was a double fish for the boys. It's so good. That is the best thing I ever tasted in my life. Now, we are game number 6 here. Greek is putting the code in. Shout out to Greek for helping me out. I spilled all over myself. My girlfriend's going to be living. But, I love you, Kristen. But here we go. Game number 6 moving forward. I mean...
Strong showing from the Alliance boys today.
I've been saying it. Like I said, these guys not only bond, they not only hang out all the time, they sit in a smelly-ass room for ALGS every week. It must reek in that room. And they don't care. They hang out. They vibe. They don't care. They don't care. I mean, dude, listen, that's what friends are made of. No judging, no deodorant, hanging out in a room sweating an Apex game. And I think that's coming over now into their gameplay because they're dominating today.
Yeah.
That's 2 wins out of the 5 games right now going forward for the Alliance boys. And I'm going to keep it a stack, Chieftain. I'm going to keep it one whole stack. I think Alliance wins this next game. Thoughts?
So they are up 18 points onto second place.
Wow.
The only way I see them losing this lead is if C9 or AD Raccoon have a crazy, crazy game and they go out early.
Yeah.
Which is also a possibility because now you have to put into perspective. They are 50-50 in G2 off spawn.
Yeah.
G2 sitting at 17th place right now. Going into the last game, they're going to stick out this 50-50 and try to have a big game.
Now, here's the thing. If you're Alliance, you're feeling confident. If you're G2, you're not. And that's going to be a big off-spawn factor for the boys over at G2. Are they going to contest this confidently, or are they going to be scared? They don't want to go out because now they're both scared. More so, Alliance has the confidence of winning last game. But at the same time, Alliance, you don't want to die. Because if you die, then you lose. Then you might lose the first place opportunity. But if you're G2, you're in 17th. Now, if you die, you might be 18th or 19th, dude. And G2 does not. I will tell you right now. We all know the G2 boys, the passion, the screaming, everything, how they act with each other. They do not want to start the first LAN of their careers, bro, going out at 17th place in the first round. Do I think this is over for them? Do I think they'll place that bad for the rest of the day? No, I don't think so at all. But I think it's the nerves they're going to have to shake it up a little bit. And don't forget, it's their first LAN.
We talked
Stop
about it
forgetting
earlier.
that. Like,
it's
Alliance,
a whole different ball game.
Bro, Alliance has so much land experience. A fun fact, when Swamps was it? No, not Swamps. What was that called? Oh my God, what was that one part of the map right out, like, right next to not Thunderdome, but like it was like really ugly. It had like all like the water and like the houses. It's where not Spotted. It's where Spotted Lakes is. What was that map? What was it called?
Go into losers. So if you're thinking about, on average, how you need to play, you really just need to be in that top 10 of each round. So if you're coming in the top half, that's kind of what's important today.
That is true. That is true. Something to consider, of course, as well is these battles for drop spots and that sort of shenanigans that are going on at the moment as well. Something that can have a longer lasting effect over the course of a tournament as a whole. So you're kind of laying the groundwork. Like, you've done that a little bit to an extent in scrims, but this is the real deal now, right? These are the official matches, and this is where it really does end up mattering who's doing what, where as well specifically. So getting off to a good start, making sure you lock down your drop location, and setting yourself up with great momentum for the rest of the tournament is imperative.
And as we talked about just before the break, it's been a tight lobby, right? I mean, you know, if we're looking throughout, like, let's take, you know, Split 1 or Split 2 as an example, across a series of 6 games, often you're getting teams winning with like 70, 80, 90, sometimes a big game you might get 100 points or more to finish off with. That can't happen here. No. We are going into Game 5, and the teams at the top have barely cracked 50.
Yeah, I mean, Team Liquid's at 54, Empire's at 52, so it sort of ties into what you're saying for 745.
It also means that there's so many teams that could still come out on top here because the gap is so small. I mean, we've already seen, what was that first game today? The 17 kill one where they had, like, was it 29 points or something like that?
Yeah, 17 kill win. That was the second game for Team Liquid.
Right, exactly. That's 29 points in a game. So if you take that as the barometer of this, you know, teams down to all the way down to like Elevate and 11th or something could still come out with a win.
Maybe, but it's going to have to be a massive final game here, and that's, of course, what it will be as we kick off the last game of this lobby. Now, don't get too perturbed when you hear me say last game. We do still have another 12 after this throughout the rest of today. It's going to be a massive day of Apex Legends, so do stick around. But, of course, make sure you watch this game out as well before you do go and, you know, have a break, get some food, do what you need to do, and start thinking about the second lobby. Let's see what 4-7 can do. They've just come off a massive, massive win, something that they didn't necessarily need per se, but they obviously really benefit from, and it kind of gets them into the discussion for potentially winning this lobby if they can replicate that here in the final game.
Well, replicate being the key word. They drop at Survey Camp. They do have one of those at their disposal. I mean, it's not known as one of the best drop spots, Elfish. Usually, a team who is landing in Survey Camp is kind of pretty far down the pecking order. But 4-7, they're working against that adversity.
Just got eliminated pretty quickly by Fennel. So I guess their run is ended, unfortunately, for this lobby. They were in 12th coming in. But the fact that Fennel has actually picked up 3 points off of that is probably going to drop them down into 13th because Fennel was the team right behind them. And that could continue to sort of fall for Luminosity as there's a few teams quite close by to them as well.
So we've got a different circle here. It looks like it could be pulling towards Harvester. Looking at that, I'd say there's a lesser chance that it goes towards that sort of northern thermal station side, considering the mountains are in the middle there. But we'll have to wait and see it at zone 3 or 4. You know, looking up the top here, I'm still interested by the fact that we've got 3 teams in Skyhook, right? I mean, very often you'll have the team who's in the west of Skyhook, they also get trials. But this time Team Liquid are just having to run off the trials loot and then maybe coming down the back of Lava Fissure. I'm not sure. I mean, considering how fast you can see Burger already rotating down through there, they're probably not looting that sort of like the little house that I think Team Liquid would probably come through and grab as well. But I mean, it's not amazing. I mean, sure, you kind of guaranteed some good stuff there at trials. Maybe you get the gold armor, maybe even 2 sometimes. But you don't have a lot of options.
True. There's definitely a little bit of that going on, but hey, I mean, you can only make do with what you've got, and that's why I continue to bring up these drop locations where it is so important to kind of lock down your spot, because if you place your mark right now and say, like, we are the Skyhook team, or we are the Fragment East team, or the Fragment West team, or whatever it may be, as soon as you get into the next lobby where another team might look to contest you, and then they take a look back at this VOD and say, oh, well, they actually really wrecked their opponents on the contest, maybe they think twice about doing that, and that can have a longer lasting effect on the rest of the competition as well. We'll hold that thought for the moment, though, because GMT once again have gotten themselves into an early engagement. This time they're a little bit better set up.
Going down to Sweet full kill.
Knocked.
Yuki getting full kill here and knocked. And it's going to be a result on this backside as Alliance and G2 might die in this situation here.
Dude.
Sweet and Energy with the fat third party. And don't forget they land staging shots, so it's so easy for them to third.
Dude.
Now, are they going to kill Resulto or are they going to kill Alliance here? Let's see what happens.
I think Sweet knows that Alliance is
G2 going down, and G2 eliminated on game number 6 of the day, and they are out. early. They are 17th in the lobby right now, and they go out at 20th.
One thing I want to point out here, NRG knows that they are contesting, and they know that Alliance is in first place. This is a very, very heads-up call from Sweet here to
100%.
offer the third party to take out the first place team if they can get it, and try to make some wiggle room to get in back into the top 5.
Totally. So, one thing I want to say here is this is where G2 stands. I mean, they're contesting, they're late rotating, they're moving forward, and Alliance is in first. And if I'm Alliance, I'm a little salty right now, just because I'm in first place. Had a really good last game. Now I'm getting third party energy. Not a good feeling. Not a great time. It is what it is. Sometimes it's how it goes. Sweet, like I said, is a very proactive IGL. Recognized they're going to be fighting. Said, hey, stop diluting. Let's go third party immediately. They got three free KP off of it. I believe that energy gets 3.
Now,
Not too
if
sure.
you're Alliance here, you know, you
2.
get 2 KP.
3.
Yuki gets thirsted. They lose out on his banner, most likely.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
they're still alive with a rat, and it's not the worst thing in the world. They have a very, very big lead. No matter what, they should end up in the top 3, which is still a very, very good showing from the Alliance boys. And honestly, you can't be too mad. They've been playing very, very well.
Yep.
And absolutely nothing to be ashamed about.
I totally agree. Now, here's a big thing, chat. Moving forward, you're going to have to recognize Alliance boys are in a good spot. They're getting oh my God. Look at Nathan. Landing on top of Alliance right now. Alliance are going to die. There's no way. I think Energy wants them dead. Look at this, chat. It is a absolute hunt down right now for Vapes. He's going to hit the beacon. Nathan flying in. And this is just a shit show for Alliance and the boys.
They get the kill on the Vapes. Alliance is...
That was so mean, dude. It's a competitive game. That's hilarious. Alliance goes down early, and we see the zone here moving forward as Energy does have the hits. It's going to be most likely a survey ending, around there at least. We have a lot of teams already rotating in SSG early rotation. But don't forget, SSG's been rotating early all day. It's not really doing it. Like, it's not really helping them. They're kind of struggling. They're kind of, like, really, really struggling with this situation. And I'm thinking right forward right now, is even being in the middle of the zone beneficial for SSG because they're just struggling so hard? I think it is overall. As CLG's going to fight down below right now, as Rig is in a 3v3 right now with CLG. Mamba getting the knock.
With the alternator onto JMW. Zero swinging the corner here with the Mastiff. Hits Flesh.
Shot from the back from another team here is really, really struggling to actually get something going for the Rig boys. Sharky trying to get some more shots going down on the front side, and they're going to go for the res right here.
Does CLG swing this knock?
I don't know if CLG can swing this no bubble, and the other team is looking forward. They do get the res off, but can they make this work? JMW going to get the heals off. Let's see what they can do in this situation. More shots going down from Sharky right now as CLG starts to swing out a little bit. JMW does get the bat off. He's going to move forward. He's going to be full res. That's really big. I thought Rig was going to die there for sure from the third party, but not out of the mud yet as JMW is still struggling to stay alive here as he's literally 10 HP. He does go down, get res, and they're in a good spot. Dua. I love where Dua is playing right now. They're playing on the top side. Caterpillar. If we were not on B-Stream, I call it another thing. But you know how it goes. So we move forward here. Kick. Bottom side epicenter. C9 might take a fight right now on IG as IG and C9 are in Overlook together and they're trying to get it going. Naughty, no aim assist on the drone right now and he misses every shot on it, and that's how it goes for the control players. One guy on the top side rock for IG as Naughty starts to move forward here. Naughty moving forward. Can he get a knock here? Getting some great angles. He sees that guy popping the cell, but he can't get zone. He does get the ultimate height.
Big.
That is big, but he's missing a lot of shots here as Crypto Ultimate comes out. 142 under the caustic. No knock coming out for Naughty, though. He's going to slide down again. And then we get the knock. Alberelli on the Urban here as they get a 2v3 going. Alberelli going down as well as Chaotic's going to get a knock on Alberelli as a third party from Kick starts to come in. And C9 is a man out early again as Naughty just needs to run. I don't know why he's hard contesting as Nano and Rig are fighting again in the bottom side epicenter. Can they make it work? And Rig fighting right now. JMW last man alive as he wipes CLG, but they're getting third party right now by Dua. Dua up top, rotating down as a two-man. But listen, JMW can still fight this off. It's only 2 from Dua down below. Can actually JMW stay alive? JMW looking for this 2v1 right now. Getting some caustic traps down. If there's any character that can do it, it's him. Great shots onto the Jimmy. A bubble does come out. Some more great shots going down for JMW. Dua getting the full wipe on the Zero and Sharky. JMW going to get the bad hit. He's still in a 2v1 scenario. Can JMW do it? No audio on the caustic down, other brother down below. Gets jumped on, and Dua wipes Rig, gets full 3 KP onto the Rig boys, and that's big for Dua in a power position up top.
You see the map. There was no risk. That was a free third party. Free loot. They're going to be able to come back. They could even take top epi here and get a beacon hit if they want.
I think they're going to do that most likely. The Valk's going to fly up and hit the beacon. Now, we look on the other side. C9. Gone. Only in Geyser right now. They're 2-man Geyser. Really tough for C9. They are in third place right now. Kick is still alive, and they're only 7 points underneath. This needed to be a big game for C9, and they could lose their top 3 spot. Now, we have Urban and IG, bro, on this right side, rotating from Overlook, and we'll see how this goes.
The only team still, or AD Raccoon, that can take first place here needs at least an 18-point game, which is doable. We've seen them do it, and they can do it again. They're more than capable of having a big game. Alliance did go out very, very early, so it leaves the scoreboard open for the likes of Raccoon and Cloud9 to maybe sneak a first place here.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. A Raccoon could sneak a first place in. We'll see how it goes. Not really sure what it's going to be like most likely, but this could be really difficult for C9 to actually overcome this and get a top 3. Kick is looking like they're struggling right now, and we look at the zone here moving forward. It's going to be a blue bins most likely right here zone, and this is actually really, really bad for a lot of these teams. Not good for SSG, not good for GW, not good for V3. Might be good for Detonator.
Detonators,
right now.
it's very, very good.
And
it's
so does
also
RNT.
good for Raccoon.
Yeah, 100%. ADR in a great spot. Now, this is Grandma's house, so you guys don't know it. And Sweet fighting right now on the bottom left side, I believe. It's going to be Energy versus Totem. And let's see if Sweet and them can pull it off right here. Energy needs a big game in game number 6 to make sure that they're in a good spot in the first round as they're in 8th place moving forward into this game.
Sweet surveying the field here with his signature 3x flatline.
And the other team does Valkyrie. The flatline does come out. No. That's the Jitter Aim special.
They didn't get a single knockup.
That's crazy. So that team is Valgoldi's out. Totem actually gets a free Valgoldi, and they move to ADR and RNT over there on the left side. This is really, really good for ADR. Really good. Totem's actually going to move in right now.
There is nobody in frag.
Nobody. No one. So
no one in Epicenter. Everybody's on edge here. There might even be a fight over here in No.
Yeah, and it might be players and Kick. And if you're a C9, you want Kick to die here to players because they're in 4th place right now. And Kick is only 7 points behind C9. SSG and them, like I said, not a bad spot overall. Might be pretty difficult for them to rotate into zone, but I'm really, really nervous about all these edge teams.
Dude, look at this whole...
Valgoldi. A Valgoldi coming out from Kicking Company as they get the beacon scan. I want to see what they do in this situation. What do you think is the play here for Kick?
If I'm Kick, you know, we pull up the map here. It is completely open. If I'm them, I'm looking to get into Epi here, maybe get a beacon hit here.
Yep.
And then they might be able to move in. As like we've said, there is nobody on this bottom side frag team.
Yeah,
frag side. So you can play one of these buildings and walk up the hill late, or even Valko off the roof. If I'm Kick, I'm looking to rotate towards the left side of the map here and maybe play the bottom side of Zone 4.
Yeah, 100%. So here's my big thing. I think playing Fragment's not bad. I don't think it's easy to do. I think rotating up on this bottom side right here is actually super difficult. But when it's not congested, it's actually a pretty dominant spot. There's no one there, like you said. I would love to see Kick maybe rotate around, get in that house, then rotate up late. It's a definitely doable thing, especially with a Valgoldi.
So when you look at the map here for Zone 4, which is going to shift away from Survey, a lot of these teams are banking on a hard pull. This is going to turn into a fiasco over here when this next zone comes out. SSG still is into their building, but you have V3, you have GW, you have Dua, and IG all having to rotate from the north downwards.
100%.
And you have Detonators. Very dominant spot in the tunnel. It's a good spot to play.
I agree. Is Detonators a Caustic team? I don't believe so. I want to see here. Detonators is a Caustic team. So they're in tunnel right now with Caustic as the next zone's going to start moving forward here, and they're going to get some beacon knowledge. Most likely ADR boys are going to get some beacon knowledge with the Crypto. I want to see where this ends. Is there a beacon here? There is a beacon. This is what Crypto is good at. ADR is in Grandma's house, and he's going for a beacon hit all the way in Skyhook.
Does he get it? He doesn't get it.
Doesn't get it. It's a little bit out of the reach, but he's going to move forward a little bit and try to get it.
Inching his way.
He's inching his way through. Can he get it out here on this bottom left side?
Game Boy.
He's pulling out the Pokemon Red. He gets it.
Oh, he got it.
And look at the zone pull. It pulls the blue bins here, and RNT is in a great spot. Parka and company are in a great spot. Totem in a not-so-good spot. And Energy is right next to players here. Is there going to be a fight versus players and Energy? If I'm Energy, I do not want to fight players right now in this situation. But they're getting angles right here. Nathan, look where he's playing.
Yeah.
Nathan playing a highly aggressive angle right now inside.
Energy looking to have a big game here to make up for some lost time. I expect them to take this fight here. You have Sweet and Hardeki, both very, very aggressive players.
Yeah. 100%.
So I wouldn't be surprised if a fight brews here for them. They are the only ones in West Frag, so they do have the freedom to take that fight.
Now, listen, chat, one thing I want to point out. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I want to read chat. But I want to put one thing out here, chat, which is really interesting. We were just talking about how good it would be to rotate from Fragment. Look who does it. Energy. It's like
Bill
Sweet
Belichick.
just, it's like he's literally Bill Belichick, but way more handsome and way more ASMR.
When I think of Sweet, man, and the like decision making that he does with the micromanaging of his teammates, he's literally Jimmy Neutron having a brain blast in those scenarios. He comes up with these just miraculous plays and just always knows the right play, man.
Yeah. Sweet, if you're listening to that, bro, your head is not that big. Promise.
But your brain is.
But your brain is. And that's all about knowledge, okay? And now we see C9 and the boys rotate on the backside here. And listen, it's going to be a tough rotate for the C9 boys. This is going to be a tough game. But they're just trying to stay alive as much as possible. GW going down right now to IG in the top right side of the kill feed. It's going to be really tough. C9 not in a good spot. They're looking for the Valk ulti feed phase going forward here as GW does get full wipe by IG. That's going to be IG. I don't even know where they are, dude. IG on the top right side right now of Survey. And look at Survey. How much of a shit show this is. SSG, IG, Chaotic, B3 underneath the tunnel side of DTN. It's a great spot. But B3 is going to have to get a lot of damage on these Dead Knight boys.
I think Yudu could maybe get some angles here and push them either out or make them in a very uncomfortable spot.
He is an R31 PK. Great combo here. It's going to be up to the Valk to make these plays. Cost you to get some traps down there to get some shots going.
So the way that this would work out is Mia and YL need to be on the top train head glitch, forcing that team in RV to stay inside, and that's going to give Yudu the liberty to be out here getting these angles. If he's getting shot from the RV, it's going to make it impossible. But the fact that they have someone holding that height is giving them the liberty and freedom to be able to get these angles on.
Energy Nathan going down right now in the kill feed. They're going to be fighting hard, and they're going to be going down. Energy, one man alive. Sweet. Can they do it? His player's going to get the wipe on Energy here. Sweet in a 1v1 or 1v2, and he loses it. No, it's a 1v1 scenario, and Sweet goes down. Energy is out. PK was 30 HP, and Energy goes out real quick to players, and that's one team that can combat Energy and mechanical skill. As we see Detonate getting knocked right now in the tunnel right here, and Yudu's going to be one of the only one alive with IL, and they're getting pushed right now. Great shots from Yudu right there. EMP coming out, more good shots going down, and YL gets a double knock, and it's going to be Yudu with them in a 1v2, and they get a crack. Can they do it? Yudu the last one alive right now.
1v1.
And he gets the shot! Let's go, baby! And they get the wipe onto V3 and the boys. They're going to get the res up, and let's go, baby!
Insane! He just won them that fight by himself.
And he get third party. Nope, only a crit. Was that? Oh, no, they're getting third party for sure. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to survive this most likely. Yeah, they're getting hard thirded right now. I believe it's going to be kick. Kick with the Kraber. Uksako with the Kraber right now moving forward. Yudu's going to be the only one alive for Detonate here in this situation. Can he do it? Can he do it? 1v3. Disgusting movement, by the way. I just want to put that out there. The Valk had no idea where he was. Unbelievable job.
The push
and IG now pushing kick. And what's going to happen here is IG going to full hit. They are. The Crypto in the open right there with the EMP. Can Kick go up the third party? One shot on the Crypto. Is he going to do it? A great nade right there onto the Crypto. Doesn't hit, but one is down. And it's going to be a 2v3 for Kick versus IG moving forward here.
Chaotic with the signature R301, putting in a lot of pressure here on IG. He has an ultimate head glitch. I don't see IG making it out alive out of this.
I don't either, but they need to get angles immediately and clear this out. The zone is closing. They need to actually fight this and get these guys out of here. The cost to go comes out. Is it going to be enough? Most likely not. Chaotic putting down the firepower as always. A res coming out. Don't think it's going to happen though. Chaotic with some great shots, and I mean, dude, this kid just knows how to do it. He knows how to put the firepower down. It's one thing he's reliable on is the firepower and the fragment.
They have Chaotic on top of the RV.
Disgusting
like a gargoyle, just raining down
and
shots.
IG goes out. And
Yeah, I mean, you can't win that fight when someone is on that head glitch.
And Hardeki right now is fighting over this backside. Right next to Bluebin here. Hardeki with some great flatline shots. And that guy's going to be 1 HP, but doesn't get the knock here. As you see a lot of teams fighting, it's going to be SSG versus the duo right here on the bottom left side. And can they do it? Chaotic, Uksako gets the knock on Elysium there with the Kraber.
Have they had a Kraber 3 out of 5 games?
And now SSG needs to take this fight. They do it, and they wipe the duo here. And SSG in a good spot. They need a good game here moving forward. As we see C9 and them actually on top with a team right next to them. Look at Adik trying to get some ARC stars onto C9. And C9 as a duo is playing the top side. This is going to be a hard hold.
This is going to be tough. C9 is in a great position, though, and this team on the low ground might not know that they're a duo.
Yep.
If this zone can close, this is a game-winning position, depending on how the bottom side teams swing the top rock here.
I totally agree. I mean, I'm very curious as to how this works, right? I wonder if they're going to actually hard swing this rock. I wonder if they're going to push up. It's not an easy thing. You can hold this as a duo and be successful for sure. I'm curious if they're going to actually be able to do this. With Gibraltar, all these coming down, etc. They do have the Jibby on Graceful, which is still alive, which is great. But look at the rotation they have to see. SSG has to move a lot.
SSG is most likely going to Valkyl, and Kick might Valkyl.
Totem going down right now. They're going to have the gold bag res coming out. I don't know why the Ash has to go back, but not the Jibby. It's a very interesting combo here. Looking for some more shots underneath on this bottom side team. There is no one there. They're going to look forward. ADR is still in Grandma's house, and they're going to try to look for some shots on the ADR here, as ADR needs to move immediately, but they're actually getting hard contested right now and gate kept from Totem. I don't know if ADR is going to make it out of here alive. I don't think so. A Valkyl, he's going to have to be popped in order for them to survive this.
Yeah.
Players in them in a good spot here as Hordeki starts to move forward on this backside. We're going to see Totem here. What is ADR going to do against Totem? Totem has to make a big play here as well. And what's going to happen? Savage almost going down here as he's 30 HP. Going to need to pop a bat, but he's not going to be able to do it because the zone. What are they doing? The zone getting hit. Savage going to be 1 HP or can he do it? Most likely not. They're getting shot in the back by ADR and they're going to have to slide down here. Can they survive? Amaz barely 1 HP surviving in. Sharp going down here. Savage 1 HP as well going down. Amaz going down. And Totem gets eliminated by ADR, who somehow survives and actually gets the full squad.
ADR still alive.
And they're still alive on this bottom side.
They can walk in and play the low ground here. Kick is at the very edge.
And SSG is going to be the team to watch here. They have all the angles. Look at SSG. They are the team to watch right now. Game-winning position, holding the backside, and this is who we're going to tune into. The NA Titan, the NA Colossal players right here. And let's see if they can make a name for themselves moving forward into this land. Great shots going into the Totem right there on the blue side. Bin.
Chaotic goes down to ADR.
And look at this. They jump in the bubble, but they back up. Great patience by SSG not to fight that. Chaotic going down to ADR, as ADR is just reigning dominant in these gunfights. I mean, ADR is just mechanically the best team, I think, right now in this lobby. They're showing it right now, for sure, too. Hayaka going down, Uxaku going down, Zanila has a Kraber here, and they get the squad wipe. Ardeki going down, and there's going to be one player left onto this team in the top right side. Morty's moving in right now on SSG. SSG needs to chill as Frex is going to be 20 HP. He's going to go down. Zanile's going to have to pop a bat as ADR moves forward and wipes players looking to wipe Frex and company over on SSG. ADR still getting KP, and SSG is going to try to get the res off as ADR is full healing on his backside.
So one thing to mention, ADR is 18 points down from first place. And like we said, Alliance goes down early. ADR has 6 kills right now, and they're in a very good position.
Yeah, and don't forget, I believe C9 is still alive here on the top side. So C9 barely still alive here. We're going to watch SSG. They have a good spot in zone to start to get some shots down. As another Kraber! Obley knocking Frex. 2 Krabers in play, and one of them is on Zanile.
And ADR looking to swing this.
ADR is going to swing this indeed. We're going to watch Obley here as he's Mastiff Kraber moving forward. And they are in the game-winning spot if they start to move forward and play this correctly.
Frex is still knocked. Space Station has not gotten the res, and they forced them away, now giving them the entire edge of the storm to walk into.
And SSG is going to hit the Valkyl ulti right now, and they're going to just try to survive, which I think is the right play here for sure. ADR starts to move forward, getting some KP on the Frex. One jumps down right now. I believe it's going to be SSG. SSG drop goes down to Karan, bro, as ADR is reigning dominant in these lobbies. If ADR gets the win here, they actually pass Alliance for the first place position.
Yep, they're sitting at 8 kills right now.
Drop going down.
Still holding the height.
Yep. C9 is still alive. ODK getting knocked. ADR here moving forward. Graceful going down. C9 still alive here in top 4 scenario. Great job by C9. Karan actually goes down to Graceful's missile swarm. The res coming out with the gold bag though.
God, this might be a C9 win.
The gold bag coming out right now. And look at this. Obley's looking on the top side. C9 for the Kraber. They get dropped on here. And C9 can actually win this. A no-scope coming out for Obley. Oh my God.
This is going to go huge from C9.
C9 actually might win this, dude. Are they going to win it? Can C9 do it?
Oh, and
Naughty going down. Cloud9 gets eliminated, and it's going to be ADR, and ADR with the win.
They take the first place away from Alliance. Oh my God, they just went crazy.
ADR with a dominant performance in the first round of ALGS Split 2 playoffs here live in Stockholm, Sweden. This is not a green screen. We are here live, folks. The Kraber going crazy. ADR going wild. They are going insane even without Selly. Insane. Insane.
AD Raccoon with a dominant performance.
Unreal. And listen, NA did a good job. C9 only, though. So, we move forward here. Alliance loses the first place over to ADR, which is insanity, guys. Insanity. Insanity. ADR is unbelievable. They are the best they are potentially the best mechanical team in the world.
They are insane.
Yeah. And now, devastating for some teams in NA. Devastating for SSG. Devastating for G2. I mean, at the end of the day, it sucks. It is what it is. But you have a lot more tournaments to play. You have a lot more rounds to play. You got 12 more games if you're SSG. You got 12 more games if you're G2.
It's only just getting started.
That's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of room to make.
We've only had 6 games.
And my throat is...
Oh, I'm excited.
I shouldn't say that.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Are we enjoying it, chat? Did you have fun watching the first 12 games in ALGS on the B stream, courtesy of me and Greek? Are you guys enjoying your time?
I'm having so much fun, chat. I hope you guys are too. Thank you once again, everybody, for being here. Shout out Lenovo. Shout out EA, Respawn, for having us. We're extremely blessed and thankful to be here.
The pit stains are in. I mean, we're clocked. Look at that.
You might have to go away.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, chat, I want to say something right now, man. Like Greek just said, thank you guys to everyone watching. The B stream is the A stream. listen. I'm not trying to take anything away from the A stream, but, like, let's be honest.
From games 4 and 5.
We do it out here, bro.
This is where APAC North was showing.
For y'all to watch, hang out, vibe, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking Monster out here. I'm drunk as hell off this Monster, bro. I'm not drunk, by the way. Don't ban me from doing these. I am caffeinated to beyond belief, though, to be honest. Oh, boy. And we got a little special surprise here for you, man. The cloud goggles coming in for Greek. The goggles are in. The poll is in. And exactly what is the scores moving forward? We have ADR in first place with 79 points. We have Alliance in second with 73. Cloud9 in third with 60 points. Kick with 58 points. Reignite with 42 in fifth. Team Unite in sixth. Can you scroll down a little bit? I want to see like all the teams. And here's the game changers. Energy in seventh. And we have, G2 in 18th place. COG in 15th place. And we have Space Station in 11th.
So I believe the way that it works. I believe the way that it works is it's split top 10 advance, bottom 10 go down to the losers bracket.
Yes, correct.
So you look at Space Station, they missed the cutoff by 2 points.
That's tough too, because that's a whole other time, a whole other chance for you to get going. You know what I mean? It's big. Losers bracket's not easy.
NRG squeezes through. Players squeezes through. Revenant Esports squeezes through. Game with Unite, Reignite, Kick, Cloud9, Alliance, AD Raccoon.
And I want to say something really quick. Listen, the two 3-man controller teams from NA not doing good in these games. Not doing good.
Surprising.
But the one controller player in each team from the two other mouse and keyboard teams are doing great. Kick with one controller. Cloud9, one controller. Cloud9 in third place. Kick in fourth. I mean, to me, that shows a lot, if I'm being honest. I feel like, I don't know about you guys, chat, but I do think there is a meta to this thing. I do think 2 mouse and keyboard players and 1 control player is indeed the meta. I think that's how you should get it going. I think that's how you should play. I think that's how it works. I don't think there's anything better than that. I don't know what's going on in the other lobbies, but I do think 2 M&K, 1 roller on top. The aim assist running deep within 1 player is very important. But a lot of things on mouse and keyboard you can't do on controller. A lot of different things, armor swapping, different momentum build, like different momentum shifts in your movement, tap strafing, staying alive endgame, I feel like is needed sometimes with these mouse and keyboard players that do it. For sure. That's why when I'm playing and I'm sitting there looting like this, I'm like this, bro. I'm like this when I'm looting, ready? I'm like this. I'm like this. In a box, I'm like this. Right? And I'm like, I don't want to do this. when I'm like in the middle of a fight. So I have to be like this. Yo, Timmy, can you get me armor? Timmy, give me the armor swap. Because I don't want to do this. So I'm like over there like, yo, Timmy, give me the armor. So when you have 3 role players, you don't have that one guy that's really going to do that for you. You know what I mean? And that's pretty big. I think that's very important.
Yeah.
So I think 2 Master Keeper players, 1 roller is definitely the meta.
Do we know for AD Raccoon, are they triple M&K?
Yeah.
I'm going to assume?
Yeah, triple M&K.
Okay.
Now, they have Selly, but he's not playing. And they're still doing that.
Yeah.
Just want to put that out there. I believe ADR does have Selly, correct, chat?
Yes. I know.
It's the
T1
T1 roster.
Something that he was injured.
Yes.
So that's why he wasn't playing. I
Toby's
don't know
okay.
who their like newest third was. Like,
I'm not sure. I think it's not. I don't think it's Karan or Parka. I'm pretty sure it's.
I think Obley might be the.
I think Obley's the sub, I believe. Chat, is Obley the sub? Or is Karan the sub? Karan is the sub. I was wrong. Okay. So overall, though, it doesn't really matter. Those guys mechanically are the best players in the world. I will put that on everything. They are phenomenal players. And we see them there getting first place in that spot. Now, I don't know how long we have to the next round, do you know?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I would love to know that. That'd be great to know. Let me text somebody, because I might just go get some tea and be right back soon. Let me see real quick.
So
we might have a little intermission, by the way, chat.
Just to reiterate, first place, AD Raccoon, 79 points, APAC team. You have Alliance, second place, 73, EU.
Yep.
You have Cloud9 coming in at third place with a sub.
Yep.
60 points.
How long till next round?
NA.
Holy moly.
Fourth is Kick at 58, another EU team. And coming in fifth place with 42 is Reignite.
Yes.
APAC.
It's pretty big. It's a pretty big deal. Now, chat, we have an hour break in between the next round. So, for those who don't know, we have an hour break. Next round. So, what we're going to do, I need to get tea. I need to make sure my throat's all good moving forward, make sure I don't lose my voice. So, we'll probably take a 20-minute intermission, get back, talk about everything again, talk about who's going to be in the teams for the next lobby. So, we'll be back in around. Is that good with you, Greek?
Yeah.
20 intermission? That's great. We'll put the Be Right Back screen up. You won't really hear anything. It's going to be muted. Have the Be Right Back screen. Yeah. So we'll come back in like 20, 30 minutes. We'll talk about who's in the next lobby. We'll talk about other things we're going to be seeing. We'll discuss. We'll also look up who's going to be in the A leaderboards because we want to discuss all that too. We don't want to just talk about our lobbies. We're going to talk about everything. So we'll be back in 20 to 30 minutes. I want to thank you guys again for being here, man. Don't go anywhere. Keep the tab open. We'll be back.
player 9.
We have 12
Oh,
more games left.
Revenant naik ke 10 top 10 si Balkon. Nice.
It's going to be a long day.
Long day. So you guys better get ready for it, man. I will be back in around 20-30 minutes to discuss the
Main nih Revenant Esport masuk ke top 10.
and talk more about Stockholm and maybe even give away
Dewa naik ke naik ke 14.
codes for packs.
Sebelumnya di 18.
I love you guys so much, man. I'll see you around in 20-30 minutes. Hope y'all have a good break.
Oke, istirahat 20 menit,
All y'all waking up, go get some coffee. All right? And to all y'all who are hard stuck bronze, figure it out. And all those who are hard stuck 10K, please figure it out. You're ruining my RP. And Cloaksy.
Stop running crypto.
Cloaksy, stop playing crypto.
You're throwing RP.
You are a liability. Please get off crypto. We'll see y'all in 20-30 minutes. Keep that tab open. Don't go anywhere.
We love you guys.
Woo! Love you guys so much. Be right back. And also the BRB screen says be right. So y'all stay right. Love you guys, man.
Before you get left.
Before you get left behind. See y'all in a little bit. B-Stream straight from Stockholm. This is not a green screen.
Oh, nocturnal.
That is real.
How
That's
we
the
doing
stage.
today, man? You guys took the top of the group. I mean, what a performance to start it off.
I'm feeling great. Confidence is all-time high, and we're ready to carry through.
We've been talking a little bit behind the scenes before we got this interview going. The vibes seem to be very, very strong within you. You're happy. You're laughing. The team communication and symmetry seems to be on point. Are you guys just feeling like you're connected in this tournament specifically? It's LAN. It's, you know, playing together for the first time.
Honestly, I'm more nervous about this interview than playing the game. So, like,
well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I did get dressed up for this. But I really do. Yeah, exactly. He said he'd be pantless for this interview if he could. I think that just kind of denotes where we've been over the course of it. 957 days, I think, to get to this moment. Obviously, you have been playing so much, and you guys have been crafting so much of how you wanted to approach this tournament. But from your words and with Hotsick and what you guys have put together, what's the goal here in Sweden as far as how you're anticipating playing?
We're here to just make everyone fear us. Yeah. There's no stopping. We're gonna run it away with it. There's no stopping us.
And is that something that obviously having the highest point total for a single game today in the groups that we watched on stage, 29 points, that you felt was just coming, or did that cement it for you? Like, okay, we're here, we're ready to do it.
Honestly, we had 2 or 3 teams just walk into our building, and we 3v3 them, killed all of them, and then Guild had an amazing clutch up, and after that, it was just Kraber. You know, we love the Kraber, and then after that, we just ran away with it. Fun did an amazing call to hide behind the tree, let everyone fight on edge, and we just walked in through there, played it super slow, and took it away.
We've had, you know, I want to ask you a little bit about your teammates as well. Gilderson's a guy that has been so talked about, keeps the joy up. You know, how is it like playing with him? What's the impact he has on your team and your success?
He's like a newborn puppy. He's super energetic. He's fun to watch, and God, does he dish out damage. He is insane. He's a breath of fresh air, honestly. He's instilled my confidence. I have a team that I can trust, and we're going to take it away.
It just feels like you guys are firing on all cylinders. I'll talk to you one more about someone who used to work on this broadcast with us, Mr. Hotsick as well. As a coach, some teams more coach-focused, some teams aren't. I know he plays a big part in how you guys come together, figure out what you're going to do. Speak a little bit about the coaching dynamic and how that helps you guys.
Well, first off, he's a headache. You know, respect him, but that joke's got to go. But honestly, he keeps us in check. He is the backbone of our team mentally. He keeps us when we're having a bad day. He's make sure we're okay, make sure, you know, if we need anything, we will do it. He'll do anything for us. And then he's not really like, honestly, he's moving away from coach, just like a caretaker. We've already refined our gameplay. He is here to just make sure we are on our 100% every single day. We're locked in.
Dang, confident words and a really, I think, natural adjustment for somebody who feels like family more so than just a team member there at this point. Finally, we're 6 games in. We've got 12 more to go. How are you feeling about the journey that's ahead of you? You guys pacing yourselves? Or are you saying everything all out every game?
Just gotta take it easy, honestly. Just let things happen, and we don't have to go all out. But top 10 is the same as first place. So, but first place does feel really damn good.
Well, you guys are certainly on your way there, taking first place after 6. This is Brandon Nocturnal. We'll send it back to the desk. You guys finish this off.
Oh man, Gildersleeve is a newborn puppy. That's what that meme just writes itself. Either way, thank you very much, Nocturnal. Thank you.
Does that mean he poops everywhere?
That's for them to know and us to not find out. Dear goodness, I hope not. But an interesting strategy, an interesting thought there, Bardolph, in terms of not going and saying we're gonna. I mean, obviously they're very confident, but you know, let things unfold. What an interesting thought to come into.
Absolutely. Sometimes you need to have trigger discipline, just like we saw with 100 Thieves and that Kraber with somebody action, because they want to get it down in a position where they can get a kill afterwards. And as they were talking about in the interview, Team Liquid being behind a tree and someone and waiting for the right time to strike, not going to overextend and take unnecessary risk, because they're playing for the long game, not the short-term result of, hey, we've got to kill you know. So they're definitely thinking about the long game, and you have to when you come into the first LAN in 900+ days.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at what the math says about all of this. We are, of course, in our group stages. This is day number 1. Green means good, Xenox. Green means good. And, of course, we've only played our first round. We got 2 more rounds, 6 matches each, 12 more games to go. But what does this first page tell you?
Well, firstly, it tells me APAC North is clearly the best region, right? Does number 1 mean good? Yeah, it does. But look, it's early days, right? It's 6 games. So much can change within the next 6 and then, of course, the final 6. So we've got 12 games to go. We're not even halfway through. So you don't want to celebrate too early. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, you do want to be in this position by now. It means obviously things have started well. But for the teams that are probably, you know, in the next 20 slots, well, they're going to be fighting hard in the next 6 games. They know that they need to play that little bit better. So, you know, there's a bit of a target on the back of these teams now.
Well, I will say here, Bardolph, the Dare to be Great scenario is absolutely exactly what Xenox said in this second page. And I will also say this, You know, as we talked about, that first page can't sleep on anything because we've got 12 more games to go.
Yeah, there's certainly improvement to be done here. We're looking at IG, for example, in 35th place. Has to be a shocker for them. Reply Totem are certainly confident as well, and they'll be looking for more. GMT again, they could have been in a much worse position had it not been for that W. So many teams we can talk about. CLG have been on the up over late. We'll see if they can do better. Gunjamin was quite the story during the road to the playoffs, so we'll see if they can get more out of them. But we have to say, just heading back to that first page for a second, Cloud9, bearing in mind they've got a stand-in, are currently in 4th place, and that has to be respected. That has to be an overperformance, all things considered.
Absolutely. There we are right there, number 4, and it's certainly something to take into consideration. And, you know, I'm also going to give it to Reignite as well at number 12, still on this first page. And you know what, Xenox, I'm also going to talk a little bit about the winner's bracket is the goal for some of these teams, but let's be clear, that second page is still scary. That second page, there are some teams that could tear through the loser's bracket.
And you don't want to count them out. You know, it's only 6 games, as I said, 12 more still to play. These are really good teams. They know what they need to do to improve. They're not going to just, you know, go and sit in the corner and throw the toys out of the cot, right? Like they have a little bit of time as well to now get off and walk away and go and try and readjust going into these next couple of games. Obviously, you're going to have also a new group, new teams that you're going to play. So things can change pretty quickly. You can't rest on your laurels if you're in the top 20 either. Ultimately, we're going to probably see some shaking and moving even after the next 6 games.
Absolutely. And Bardolph, I got to say, it's so interesting because we keep throwing wrenches at these players. Not only do we have 3 maps. We've got Group A, B versus B, Group C versus D. Next up, we've got A versus C on our main stage, D versus B on our secondary stream. And here we take a look at what we're going to be seeing up next. It's like, no, you can't stop, you can't rest, you can't get used to anything because by the time you do, things have shifted.
Okay, before we expand to the APAC area, we've got Alliance, Cloud9, NRG, Empire, 100 Thieves, and TSM all in the same lobby.
Bloodbath.
That is going to be really fun. We all love to see TSM versus NRG specifically, but we're going to have Tatsu in there on Vega with the Watson as well. And oh, how can I forget players? I almost didn't see them there for a second. Hardeki is going to be on the server. This particular matchup of players is going to be nasty. It's going to be beautiful from start to finish. The level of skill on these players is kind of OP for this particular matchup, A versus C. That's going to be maybe the groups of the day.
There it is, exactly. A versus C. It has been stated here, gang. It has been stated. Xenox, what are you looking forward to in this group A versus C? I mean, I think Bardolph said it right. It's stacked.
I actually kind of probably stole my point because I was going to touch on Cloud9 and Alliance. As soon as I saw those two making their way over to the mainstream, I was like, oh, this is going to be juicy. Obviously, AD Raccoon, I've got to touch on them, top spot at the moment. And I think, you know, again, when you talk about teams that do have substitutions, no Sally. Now, Karumpu has come in, was part of the main roster previously, so it's not too dramatic of a change. But to be top spot after losing a player yesterday, it's very significant that they've been able to readjust to basically what their old composition used to be.
Yeah, and you know what? Now we take a look, Bardolph, at what is going to be on our secondary stream over a Nice Wigs World. We're seeing a lot of the teams. Obviously, we just saw Group B in our A versus B on the mainstream here, and they're going to go up against the likes of Group D.
Yeah, and this is interesting for different reasons. Looking at G2 and IG, for example, they have 2 teams who are looking for way better results, but they've got Optic coming in now, and we know how they like to dominate lobbies from round to round. They're going to be looking for those Ws. And maybe with some of these D groups struggling, it's a chance for GMT to try and right the ship and get some more results on the board. So there's a lot of different things going on here. Liquid will be looking for blood as well. So looking like B have looked a little stronger than what we've seen from some of these D teams so far. But maybe the mix, maybe the styles make the fights and we'll see something stronger from D. And maybe we'll see some surprises.
Absolutely. And maybe we'll see some more contention from the drop. I don't know why I enjoy it so much. I love GMT, but it's so much fun. I'm sorry. I like aggro. It's fantastic. At any rate, yeah, we've got a ton in store. Still yet to come, as we mentioned. We've only been game 6. This is only round number 1 here. We're going to go and make it round number 2. We're going to have some fun here on the desk. We've got a new desk analyst, and it's going to be a great time. And then, of course, we will find ourselves in round number 3 a little bit later today. But let's talk about what our talent said here for round numero uno. See who came out on top. Looks like Bardo
has
the win.
Start as you mean to go on. I'm the only person in color. Caught you guys sleeping again.
Well, Team Empire certainly has done their job here today. Xenox, I think, you know, we talk about the APAC North. You were,
I got the wrong Raccoon team.
It was.
Yeah, you did.
I should have gone
Most
AD Raccoon
unfortunate.
instead. But no, look, honestly, I think the majority of these teams have been able to at least get up there and be amongst sort of the top echelon of their respective lobbies. So pat on the back for everyone.
Listen, I'm going to open a church of talent predictions. Okay. And there'll be Bitcoin donations will be welcome as well.
It's only round one.
So look out for the information later on.
Amen. At any rate, if you would like to enter to win a Lenovo Legion 7 gaming PC, and who wouldn't? They're amazing. Head on over to twitter.com/Lenovo Legion. We're going to be giving that away on Sunday of playoffs. You're not going to want to miss that. Could be you. Head over to twitter.com/Lenovo Legion. And hey, it's just the beginning of this playoff journey, so don't worry. We're coming back for part 2 in just a few minutes, in just a little bit. We've got some great content for you in the meantime, but until we get back, this has been the ALGS Pro League Playoffs. First time on land since 2019.
Win this game!
There's one guy, N40.
A bubble behind us, though. A bubble behind us.
Nice. Crypto on height, N40.
I'm getting finishes.
Crypto on height, 40. Get the thirst.
Let's
Nice,
go!
boys. Let's go, man.
Herman Miller, the official chair partner of the Apex Legends Global Series.
TSM are your champions!
This is the last game of the playoffs. We had Beacon this game, did we? Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It looks like we had Beacons. I don't remember.
I don't remember what kind of loot we had.
I think
we had
double
armor.
white blue. We definitely had double white blue because I'm.
I think you had white armor to like zone 5.
Yeah. So we had Beacon, double white blue. Zone was really far away this game, so we decided to loot up or try to loot as long as possible, since zone was pretty far away. I don't think there was crafting West frags because we would have probably went there to craft ourselves. Actually, no, we left. Did we left early this game?
I mean, I don't remember.
Actually, no. I think we left early this game because we wanted to try to get the balloon spot that we usually do. But
yeah.
Someone got. Oh yeah, we tried to.
The zone was the one that ends on dome.
Yeah, it was a very south zone, and I'm pretty sure we played. Yeah, because we went to the same spot the previous game, and I messed up. So I think I wanted to go there again, because it looks like a really good spot, and we can like get kills and stuff like that. So we actually decided to leave early. Depending on depends on the zone. We would like depict on whether or not if we leave early or not. Even though the zone is like pretty far away, and we should have probably just looted up instead of like leaving early. We tried to get in the spot early, but it kind of actually bit us in the butt here, since we didn't get the spot we wanted and we left with like mediocre loot. So right here we typically, you want to get to like a high ground spot as quickly as possible so you can get as far as possible with the Valkyl.
You guys remember what guns you had?
I had
I had
Wingman.
R3 and a shotgun, I think.
Yeah, I had a Wingman.
Yeah, I had Wingman, PK, which
So
are
right
like
here-
decent guns.
So right here, we
Yes.
saw that people were in the balloon spot, and then we also wanted to go to the that room right there where the other team landed, but we were hesitant because we weren't sure if somebody was inside or not, without us landing like on top of them. So we basically lost both like priority spots that we wanted, and now we're also stuck with double white. So this is like probably worst case scenario, right now, that you can possibly get. But right here, I don't remember the like where crafting was, but I'm assuming that there wasn't any in like sight, and I feel like I didn't want to get caught on edge trying to craft with double white, just in case we ran into like I don't know, since it's this like a south zone, like Furia would be playing edge, or like Team Liquid, or even C9. So I just decided to like, let's just get into zone somehow, like second zone, and we tried to level up armors with the wingmans. So right here we're just talking about spots, where we can get what could be open.
We're just kind of chilling, waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
Like maybe a team flies in and we can kill them, something like that.
Yeah, because at this point in the game, like if you do anything drastic, like Valculting again, or try to like push like deep in the back of the zone, you can just like die for it.
Yeah.
Everyone just kind of just holding a position now. Yeah, like just because we're in match point, like usually teams swap comps and stuff like that, but we won the game before we were even on match point, and we were doing really well. So I was like, there's this swapping comp is just like the like the worst idea possible, and as soon as you like start switching stuff up, it like since we were in first place just because we want to win the game, you'll just eventually just like lose points, and you just gotta play normal. Like you can't force the win. You gotta like let it kind of come to you, if that makes sense.
So we actually got like pretty lucky with that Valkyl. This is not a bad spot at all. Except rotate in. Yeah, it's not like an end game spot, but to play here and wait for something to happen, a lot of teams Valkyl for where you're pinging right now, that south launch site building.
Yeah.
Because there's like 4 or 5 different playable spots.
Yeah, right here we wanted to play like the doorway, or like we've done this in scrims where we would like just walk up later on and like fight the team inside the building from this doorway right here. But there was also another team already there trying to do the same thing that we wanted to do. So right here I was just kind of bullying them, trying to get blue armor, which I already did.
But you did have armor.
No, I
think you took Evan's armor.
Yeah, because I was farming it. I was farming it. We had double white blue, and I got mine to blue. Then I swapped to Evan, and I couldn't get the blue until like we Valk ulted later. But basically, right here, like I said, we wanted to play the big door, but somebody else, like another team, was already there, so we were just kind of farming them for armor. Eventually, I realized we can't go this way. We have to go a different direction, because nothing's gonna happen here if we just, keep bullying these guys. So that's the plan. Basically, the whole time, like the whole point of like this early game is trying to get blue armor, and try to get as close to third zone as possible, so you can Valk ult like as late as possible. Definitely no nerves.
Yeah, there really wasn't nerves.
Yeah, I didn't have too many nerves either. Like my first few games were pretty nervous, but I think after like the third game, I was settled in.
Yeah, usually like it's either prior to the game or like during the first game, and then after that for me is completely fine.
Yeah, mine is always before we play, and then once we play, like the first game, it's just, I don't know, you just like walk in.
Yeah, the first game's always the worst for me. Jitters wise.
Here we're just like scouting, make sure nobody's. We thought we heard somebody, but they were underneath us running. But they were running right below us, and they went to respawn beacon and rezzed. So right here, like, it's just like way too risky for us to take a 2v3. Even if they rezzed, even if they rezzed 2 guys, like it's still like really risky for us to take. Even a 3v3 against a team that like got 2 respawns, because kind of like the zones here, everyone's like paying attention. So like even if any commotion happened and like anybody, like even if nobody got down, we would get third partied. So we just like stayed away from the respawn and just kind of went our own way and try to craft some batteries, because we were pretty poor in this situation since we left early to get a spot.
Yeah, we had like no bats, so we just bubble the crafter, be safe. You can't really die, bubble the crafter. And there's not really a risk of a team just pushing you right there. No bubble.
So right here, we're moving to this spot because we have more angles, a lot more things to like be able to see. It's a higher.
Hold out the north side.
It's more likely to like pull you'll be safer here longer than the other spot, since the other spot was like on the edge of the circle compared to this one. So we moved to this one.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that all the side buildings were open.
Yeah, we were really surprised that this was open too.
We gotta have like all
this is a good
spot. Almost.
We're coming in from the west side.
It's because
you
usually
hold out north side, and you force them to go on that northeast side.
I think it's because usually Sentinels plays this, and this game they didn't play this. They went to the dome. That's why this was open.
I don't really like playing dome early.
Yeah.
On this zone. I mean, we've never been able to do that personally, but I don't think it's that good.
I've never been able to do that.
Well, it's good for like guaranteed points, but like to win the game, it's like almost impossible, because you'll just get pinched eventually over there.
Yeah.
Which is what happened to them, and they died for it.
I think this next zone is when the game starts heating up, and we're doing actually doing some stuff, finding some kills.
Yeah, I remember you guys were just getting. I feel like you guys got like 3 or 4 picks with the wingman here.
Yeah, we did. Like people flew in, like people flew in like bottom on site, and Jordan like just farmed them with the wingman.
Yeah, I was watching our backside the whole time. I was pretty much on backside duty this whole game when we were rotating through, so I was just like, just chilling.
Yeah, so depending on our guns, like depending on me and Evan, like our guns, we decide who's gonna be anchoring and watching our back, mainly. So I had a wingman, Hal had a wingman. So me and him are out looking for damage, looking for kills, stuff like that. Well, Evan, I think he had short range weapons.
Yeah, I had an R3 with iron sight, but like I didn't want to waste ammo shooting people a mile away.
Yeah, so him holding north side is just more efficient for us in this situation. And the reason why we're running wingman is because we didn't really have a variety of weapons we could choose from, honestly, off our drop. We were just getting really bad loot. Right now we're just chilling, waiting for some damage. You know, we're on 1 white, 2 blues. Hopefully get our armors up soon. Blue is like the minimum you really want to have, but you know, purple isn't too hard to get. It just depends on your meds. Like if you look, Hal has four cells and probably like 2 bats. If he goes out and takes a bunch of damage to get like from blue to, you know, just to like get damage on his blue and, you know, maybe have like 100 left or something to go to purple, sometimes it's not worth it because he could use like 3 cells and have 1 cell at that point and not even have purple armor.
If you have white armor, then you for sure upgrade your armor first.
Yeah, that's the only time,
batteries.
in my opinion.
But if you have blue armor, then upgrading it is not worth it. Just craft batteries. So right here we get free kills. I don't know what SSG is doing, but they just flew in. You see, this is what happens when.
Yeah,
like,
I picked up 2 kills on SSG right here.
What SSG did is what I talked about earlier, like trying to force, like when everybody else is just kind of sitting in a position and you Valcult, like you're the only team Valculting in, you just die for it. Like everyone's just stalemating, and you're the only person moving, and you're just gonna, like, everyone's just gonna shoot you to death. Even if even if they got to the spot they wanted, which is like the crates, the blue crates, like they're just gonna get focused so hard from like 5 teams, you're just gonna die eventually.
Yeah. Another thing about the wingman is has really good ammo conservation, so ammo is a big issue in comp when you don't have Loba. Like if he was on a light gun, he would have used like so many more bullets just to shoot those guys that were crossing.
Yeah.
Compared to like the 10 that he used. So in comp, wingman is really good for getting those armors up and conserving your ammo.
Yeah, I feel like you guys both have a newfound love for the wingman this tourney. Like, I feel like both of you guys are running in more.
Yeah, both the games that